Showtime in the stadium, lights so bright we can't sit still. Hot dogs and a cold chill, we go wild just for the thrill. Cheerleaders doing their dance, crowd in a football trance. Friends and beers in every hand, living life like we planned. Let's step and go, we won't slow down in this wild football show. Let's step and go, we'll make some noise in this big crowd we know.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, one and all, to today's live stream. It is Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals. Bro, okay, hang on. Before I go down the normal stats like we do, what the heck for the last two games? The San Antonio Spurs push it to double overtime against OKC, and then we get overtime in the Eastern Conference game with the Cleveland Cavaliers giving up a 22-point lead with 8 minutes, under 8 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Where? Why? How is this happening? We are fortunate enough to be watching these games here on this channel. Thank you guys for hanging out with me through some of the most incredible basketball that we have had the privilege of watching here. It's been really good, guys. So thank y'all for being a part of it. Shout out to our boy, Mr. Robert Zamora. What's going on, Robert? How are you? Looks like James Madison is in the chat saying, who's the bandwagon fan, pal? I've been a Thunder fan. Oh, okay. All right. Looks like it's getting chippy out there already. What's going on, James? We got Mike. We got DD Slim, Mr. Mojo, and Midori saying hello. Pululupu in the chat. Talking Sox fan. Welcome in. I've got Mr. Mojo. I've got Terrence. I've got, looks like a good handful of y'all. DJ Gene is with us already. Ricky, Texas Guns, hello. Wesley Nelson saying, let's go Thunder. James saying, OKC beating the Spurs this time. Chet is going to show up to stop Wemby. Sticks and stones, brother. Sticks and stones, but Wemby ain't affected by no words. Shout out to PRP. Looks like PRPG saying I won 600 in the last two games for overtime. Congratulations, my friend. You are one of the rarities in the market. Shout out to our boy Tommy Braskett. Thank you, Tommy, again for sending over the data. Bro, it's like death, taxes, and Tommy updating us with the officials for these basketball games. Thank you so much, Tommy Braskett, for your support with that. Shout out to our boy Dank Bud, Blair Davis, Imperfect Bob. We've got Jan back again. Welcome in. Une Nouvelle saying, let's go Lakers. What's up, guys? Going to be a good day today. Yes, De'Aaron Fox is going to be out again tonight. San Antonio Spurs happened to win the last game without De'Aaron Fox, so who needs him, right? All right. Ricky Many Hides. Hello. Clayton Bigsby saying Mario clapping. 2 free throws for GA. What's up, Clayton? How are you, sir? Freedom Boom, welcome in. A good roll call today, guys. Ashley checked in early today. Just looking for the early birds. The early bird gets the worm. However, it is the second mouse who gets the cheese. Prepare double team Wemby. Says Trading, hey, man, if they double-team Wemby, he's going to look for his other options out there. Stephon Castle looking very good for the Spurs. Dylan Harper looking very good for the Spurs. 5,000 free throws for Wemby. Well, you know, guys, I did check out the weather report for Oklahoma City, and it does look like it is going to be raining threes from the San Antonio Spurs with no Thunder in attendance in Oklahoma City. We'll see how true that is. I'm kidding, of course. New Sammy just dropped in some chat here. Super chat coming in from our friend New Sammy. Hello, New Sammy. Welcome back, sir. Go Spurs, go, says Monique. All right. Mario, since I won 600, what does that mean? Acorns time? Would be smart to do. Would be smart to do. It's what I would do if I was in that situation. That's just me. Swaggy says unsubscribe. That's right. Swaggy is rooting for OKC right now. Welcome back, Swaggy. Great to have you here, sir. Our Scion says, oi, oi. Or was that meant to be we? How about another overtime game, says Edward. Honestly, I wouldn't mind it. I think that'd be great. El Anton saying, let's go Spurs. Midori saying hello. Jeremy saying, let's go Spurs. Gabe saying, what's up, my brother? What's going on, Gabe? Welcome back, big dog. I see you in the chat. Sheila saying hello as well. Oi, 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 football, says our Scion. All right, guys. All right. So, quick roll call. We just ran through it. Looks like tip-off is going to be in about 15, maybe 20 minutes. They're going to push this back just a little bit here, guys. Tip-off was scheduled for 7:30, but y'all know how this goes. It's typically about 12 minutes after the announced time, so it'll probably be about 7:42. As a matter of fact, we've got 18 minutes and 51 seconds, according to my timer on my TV screen, so we're going to let that count down for us for the pregame. All right, we've got 18 minutes left in our pregame. Dank Bud says Spurs-Knicks finals is the only option. Avenge the Seattle Sonics, says Dank Bud. Cool. Kevin says, you mean 8:30? No, 7:30 Central Standard Time for me. I live in San Antonio, Texas, and the Oklahoma City Thunder are also in Central Standard Time. So both San Antonio and OKC in CST, and we do most of our times on this channel in CST. I want vote on the poll, says Ricky. Did we not already do that? Is that not up right now? Let's try this again. We're going to relaunch the poll here. Who will win? As a matter of fact, we're going to ask, who are you rooting for? We're going to ask that question. Spurs or Thunder? Thunder, 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 hope! Okay, poll is closed. Should be back up now there, Brandon. Cool. All right. The poll is cooked, says Mr. Mojo. Let's try it again. Should be good. Should be good to go. Fresh new poll posted right there. Let's take a quick look right now, guys, at the stats. So, we saw the stats last time. Those of you guys who were with us for Game 1, you know this process. Let's go through it one time here real quick. For those of y'all who did not keep track of the regular season, the San Antonio Spurs, despite finishing the season with 62 wins as opposed to the Oklahoma City Thunder 64 wins, the San Antonio Spurs averaged more points than OKC. They put up almost 120 points per game, while OKC scored a flush and even 119, so 1 point difference there. Over the course of the season, just under 82 points more for the San Antonio Spurs this year. All that being said, slight advantages for the Oklahoma City Thunder in shooting percentage and three-point percentage. Shout out to Will. Will in the chat. Let's read this comment. He says, appreciate you commenting the game tonight. Besides Isaiah Hart changing, so Hartenstein there change, how do you think the Thunder are going to respond tonight? Well, Will, that's, first of all, before I say anything, thank you for the super chat. Secondly, to answer your question here, I do think OKC is going to respond well. I still don't think that San Antonio is going to get blown out of the water. I'm not as confident about Game 2 as I was feeling about Game 1. I know there are going to be some adjustments that are going to be made. And in all fairness, I don't expect OKC to be that bad at shooting the basketball for the rest of this series. Alex Caruso showed up big, huge in Game 1. The San Antonio Spurs collectively did a really good job in Game 1 of pushing the Oklahoma City Thunder to the limit. That being said, bad day shooting from beyond the arc for OKC. I do think that they are going to get right here. I think San Antonio is going to get hit with a few haymakers. We'll see how Mitch Johnson and the Spurs recover from that. And I'm on the fence about who's going to win this game here. That being said, I do have faith in my San Antonio Spurs. I do believe they can get the job done again. And if the San Antonio Spurs do win Game 2, I smell a sweep. I don't think that the Thunder – I think this is a must-win game for the Oklahoma City Thunder, and I think they know it too. So the pressure's going to be on for both sides here today. San Antonio, less pressure on their side. OKC going to be coming in to attack right now. I think OKC is going to be aggressive early, and I think we're going to get a lot of trips to the free throw line in this game. But we'll see, man. We'll see how this goes. Okay, now I'm obviously a Spurs fan. It would be foolish for you guys to watch this and type, who are you rooting for? Who's your favorite basketball team? The answer is, duh. In response to that, I do favor the San Antonio Spurs just because that's me. But in the spirit of, let's call it social harmony, let's just go through the numbers and keep it based on numbers and not emotions. Okay, shooting percentage, three-point percentage, and free throw percentage, all higher for OKC. Fast break points per game, points in the paint, and assists per game, advantage San Antonio. And the Oklahoma City Thunder have committed fewer turnovers throughout the regular season. That is the regular season numbers. Here are the defensive numbers for both sides as well. San Antonio giving up more points than the Oklahoma City Thunder allowed during the regular season. OKC gave up just 107.9. Meanwhile, San Antonio gave up 115.5. That being said, the San Antonio Spurs were better at cleaning up the glass there. Defensive and offensive rebounds, advantage for the Spurs. Dead even when it came to blocks. However, the Oklahoma City Thunder, big shout out to Alex Caruso for this additional number here. Steals per game almost at double digits for OKC. San Antonio, guys, I love Stephon Castle. My boy got pickpocketed 11 times in that game. Hello, Victoria. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you in here. Fist bumps to you, girl. Boss lady back for more. Thank you, Victoria, for letting us know earlier in the chat. Great to have you in here. Shout out to all of the mods who are in here early. Shout out to all of the regulars who are in here early. Okay. So, defensively, the Oklahoma City Thunder were phenomenal this year, guys. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for the San Antonio Spurs. On paper, the Oklahoma City Thunder defense is better than the San Antonio Spurs defense. On paper, during the regular season, that is. Regular season was almost a month ago. So why don't we take a look at some postseason numbers to get a more accurate representation here. Okay, before I bring this up, guys, I do want to mention that obviously these two teams have had two very different opponents. So these numbers are based off of those sample sizes in round 1 and round 2 of the postseason. And, of course, including last game between these two teams. The San Antonio Spurs this postseason are averaging 117 points per game. In round 1, they played the series against the Portland Trail Blazers, took that to 5 games. And then in round 2, they played the Minnesota Timberwolves, took that to 6 games. Of course, yesterday or 2 nights ago, double overtime, lots of points in that one as well. That being said, not that big of a drop-off as far as regular season and playoff points. Field goal percentage at 48.5, three-point percentage at 37%, and free throw percentage just under 80. All of those numbers have gone up for the San Antonio Spurs this postseason. Now, their numbers did dip down a tiny bit when it comes to points in the paint, a little bigger drop-off when it comes to assists per game, and a much bigger drop-off defensively or offensively here as far as turnovers committed. They've managed to cough up the basketball about twice, 2 times more, 2 instances more per game this postseason. Now, defensively, the San Antonio Spurs have stepped it up big time in the postseason. Defensively, they went from allowing 111 per game during the regular season to giving up just 103 per game against Denny Avdia and those boys. Not just Denny Avdia and those boys, but Ant-Man and those guys as well, holding them to 103 per game. New fan from San Francisco, California. Go, Spurs, go. Thank you very much. Appreciate that super chat, sir. That's Timeless Music. Thank you. Timeless Music, thank you for the super. Victoria, thank you for the super. A few others that have come in already in this live stream. We had Will drop a super here today as well. Appreciate you guys. So the numbers are here, man. Here's just a quick glance at the defensive numbers. Maybe take a mental snapshot of that. We'll take a quick look here now at the postseason numbers for the Thunder as well. Now, this is a bit of an anomaly. That being said, the Oklahoma City Thunder had the pleasure of sweeping the Phoenix Suns in round one, who put up very little resistance. Because of that, the Oklahoma City Thunder have been averaging 120-plus points per game. They have been shooting the basketball at 49%, 38% from three-point land, and 85% from the stripe, which is better than the San Antonio Spurs if they can get to the line. The San Antonio Spurs were charged with 7 less fouls in the last game. If those are 7 trips to the free throw line, depending on where that happened, that's anywhere from 14 to 21 points. Well, could be less. Anywhere from 7 to 21 if it's an and-one situation. Anywhere from 7 to 21 additional points for OKC had they had the same number of calls go their way. This game, we're going to have a different set of officials, but we'll talk about that in a moment. Okay, fast break points per game and points in the paint did drop down a little bit for OKC. Interestingly, all the way down to the 10th place, they have been very consistent as far as assists per game during the regular season and postseason, averaging just under 26 assists per game. And they've been pretty even there. They've actually cleaned up offensively as far as turnovers committed. Taking a look at the defensive numbers, a little back and forth here. So defensively, they were actually better during the regular season as far as opponent field goal percentage. But here's the thing. Here's what I want you guys to take away from this. This postseason, despite the fact that they played a Luka-less Lakers team and they played the Phoenix Suns in the first 2 rounds of the postseason, OKC gave up 106 per game, while San Antonio only gave up 103 per game this postseason. That being said, the point differentials now. So you can remember those two numbers, 106 and 103, right? Just 106 and a half, 103 and a half. Offensively, the Spurs are putting up 117. Offensively, the Oklahoma City Thunder are putting up 120. You guys can do the math right there. That's about a 14-point differential. And for the San Antonio Spurs, we're looking at about a 14-point differential. So it is dead even, guys. And double overtime corroborates that story. It is dead even between these two teams. And it could not be a better Western Conference Finals matchup, man. So, here are your starters for today. Now, De'Aaron Fox has been listed out. He was a game-time decision. So, we'll take a look at this right here. Keep that in mind. No De'Aaron Fox in today's contest. But Victor Wembanyama will be your starting center for San Antonio. At power forward, Julian Champagnie. Small forward, number 24, Devin Vassell. Shooting guard, number 5, Stephon Castle. And point guard, today, number 2, Dylan Harper. Mitch Johnson going to be the head coach for your San Antonio Spurs. Players coming in off the bench, you got Luke Cornett, Harrison Barnes, Carter Bryant, Keldon Johnson, and that'll probably be the 9 that the Spurs run with for the majority of this game. Guys, in that double overtime game, Wembanyama played 49 minutes. 49 minutes. All of the starters played 45-plus minutes in that double overtime game. Keldon Johnson managed to play 22 minutes in that double overtime game. And I can guarantee you that both sides have to be exhausted heading into this one. Here's a look right now. Let me just triple check this here. Let's see. Quick look at the starting lineup for today for OKC. You will have at center, Isaiah Hartenstein, number 55. Power forward, number 7, Chet Holmgren. Small forward, number 8, Jalen Williams. Shooting guard, number 5, Lou Dort. And point guard, number 2, SGA, your league MVP. Allegedly. Just kidding. He's actually the MVP. But the internet is clamoring. The internet is talking about it. We'll see. Looks like we've got love from the Philippines. Go Spurs, go. Thank you very much. Go Spurs, go. Spurs will be wearing white here today, guys, so if y'all are watching, Spurs in white for today's contest. Taking a look at your bench players. Jalen Williams, J-Dub, number 6. Alex Caruso, who put up 31 points in the last game. Kaysen Wallace, Isaiah Joe, A.J. Mitchell, all of them capable of making you hurt. Aaron Wiggins also on the bench. This bench runs real deep, guys. Kenrich Williams, Jared McCain, Aaron Wiggins, all of them can score. All of them have the range from downtown. San Antonio has to clamp down defensively at the perimeter. Just a reminder, a refresher course here for you guys. Double overtime in game 1, 122 to 115. We've got our game today, another game tomorrow, and game 4 on Sunday. That'll be at 7 p.m. for the weekend matchup. Then we've got games 5 and 6. The games happening during weekdays, guys. They're pushing that back to 7:30. The weekend games for these matchups, if needed, will be at 7 p.m. So slight change on the starting times for those. The bench is deep, says Right. Right half the time. Right half the time. Nice name. Noah Lingafelter, hello. Don, welcome back, Don Forever. James saying, watching down in Puebla, Mexico. Go Spurs, go. Good evening, says Scotty. What up, Scotty? How you doing, Jackson? Mr. Lawson, I see you, sir. That's Friday, not tomorrow, says Kids Kiddo. You are right, Kids Kiddo. That was Friday, listed behind me. Let's clarify this schedule then one more time for y'all, since I whoopsied already. Here it is. So, Thursday will be 7 p.m. Knicks Cavaliers game 2. That is indeed tomorrow. And then Friday we head back to San Antonio for game 3. Again, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. I will be covering all of these games for you this postseason. All right, y'all, your officials for today. Mr. Tony Brothers going to be your official. Then you've got Josh Tiven and Carl Lane going to be your 3 refs for today. And there's word on the street that this does not bode well for San Antonio like the last group of officials. So we'll just have to keep an eye on the foul counts today. My X factors for tonight's game would be Dylan Harper and Jalen Williams, in my opinion, says Blair Davis. First of all, what's up, Blair? Thank you for the super. X factors for tonight, Dylan Harper and Jalen Williams. I like it. I can see that. I think more importantly, though, I can agree with Dylan Harper being the X factor for San Antonio. I think Chet Holmgren has to show up big time for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He's going to have to score some points here. He's going to have to stop Wemby. He's going to have to take this personal, man. He really is. Otherwise, this series is going to be over sooner rather than later. Now, I told you guys I wasn't going to update this. I told Santino we weren't going to update this anymore, but I brought it back. Here it is, guys. This is the NBA playoff bracket. Only 4 teams remain here out of everything we've seen. We started with 16. It's the final 4. It's a 1-0 lead in the series for San Antonio and a 1-0 lead in the series for the New York Knicks. The finals are on the horizon. For those of you new to this channel, my name is Mario. We do this every single game. Looks like we've got just a minute or 2 here before opening tip-off, guys. So running through the stats real quick here, guys. Who would you rather have? De'Aaron Fox is not in the contest today. It's going to be Dylan Harper. But who would you rather have, SGA or De'Aaron Fox? I think most people probably going to take SGA in that situation. Another super coming in saying, hey, Mario, I'm from Oklahoma City or Oklahoma, but I'm still cheering for the San Antonio Spurs. Vanessa. I love it. Thanks, Vanessa. Appreciate that. Not limiting herself by geographic conditions there. All right. Swaggy says, Caruso probably won't hit 8 threes again. I agree with that, Swaggy. Shout-outs to Vanessa, who is from OKC but cheering on the Spurs. Go Spurs, go. So, interestingly enough, we got a lot of people here saying I'd take Fox. Okay, how about this matchup? Stephon Castle and Lou Dort. I'd take Castle here for sure. This postseason, Stephon Castle has been fantastic, guys. Almost 20 points per game. And you know what? I'm out here rambling. These guys are getting ready to tip off right now. So let's get locked into that. I want to see that. Okay, tip-off coming in, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. It is Victor Wembanyama and Chet Holmgren. Both teams now have 7 timeouts on the board here. Waiting for the tip-off. There it is, guys. Opening tip-off. Looks like it's going to end up going here to the San Antonio Spurs to get things started. So it's Spurs basketball as we get the game rolling here. Give me just a moment. I'll get all these stats updated in real time. Right now, that's a shot from downtown. That's going to be no good. A doink off the back of the rim there for Stephon Castle. Castle going to miss the opening shot. It's Oklahoma City basketball. A pass to Lou Dort. Lou will drive. He's in the paint. Fadeaway jump shot. Gonna go down for the Oklahoma City Thunder. So it's Spurs basketball. OKC takes a 2-0 lead here as this game gets started. Pass to Victor Wembanyama. Wemby pressed up. Double team. Slight double team. It's Hardenstein covering Wemby. Wemby trying to get past Ihart. He'll go up and shoot. Whistle going to come in. The officials saying no shot here. But there is a foul, and Wemby able to draw it. 11:13 left to play in quarter number 1 as this game gets started here. Here we go. What's going to happen today, asks East Bay Verge. Great question, East Bay. We'll find out together. Thank you for joining us. All right, the inbound pass is there. Wembanyama out to the three-point line. It's a shot for Vassell. Vassell going to doink that off the back of the rim. That's no good. Oklahoma City Thunder come back with the ball. Jalen Williams at the straightaway. Williams going to back it up. Pressed right now by Vassell. Here's a pass last second there. Driving Lou Dort. Pump fakes. Lou Dort has a hand in his face. Whistle coming in. Looks like it's going to be a foul against Dylan Harper. Harper a little puzzled by that call. Maybe disagreeing with that call. I think my biased self also disagreeing with that call. But that's just me. Okay, where are my actual stats here? We're trying to get the game feed here real quick. Looks like not getting my court breakdown, and that's okay. Going to scroll down until we find what we're looking for. If not, we can just pivot to the CBS versions of this. And that's okay. We're at the line, guys. 10 minutes and 52 seconds here left to go. Normally these game casts on ESPN typically provide a little more information. Looks like the first free throw is no good for Lou Dort. The second free throw is going to fall. The score is 3-0. Let's start the clock once again. Basketball in the hands of Stephon Castle. Castle to the left-hand side. Castle attacks. Castle passes last minute to Vassell. Vassell to Champagny. Champagny splits the defense, goes up. He is fouled. And so now he goes to the line to shoot 2 shots. Spurs going to shoot 2. It is Julian Champagny who draws the foul. Julian Champagny who draws the foul. And we normally have additional data on the right-hand side. If it doesn't pop up today, we'll find an alternate way to get you the information you're looking for. First free throw is good for Julian Champagny, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, if you go to ESPN, it still believes that the score is 0-0 between these two sides, so they are having some technical difficulties. Second free throw for Julian Champagny is good, and the score is now 3-2, Oklahoma City with a 1-point lead. San Antonio back on defense. It's Lou Dort with the basketball. He's covered by Champagny. Bounce pass to the right side. It's Williams. Jalen Williams covered by Vassell. Jalen Williams inside to Chet. Holmgren under the rim. Chet will pass out to the three-point line. It's SGA covered by Castle. Step back baseline jump shot. Good, SGA. Nice shot there. It's 5-2. San Antonio down by 3. Wide open. Vassell. Bang! Vassell from the corner. Tied up game. It's 5-5. 10 minutes left to play in quarter number 1. San Antonio finds a way to tie it up. Jalen Williams going to work the paint here. He'll pull up and shoot that. Nothing but net. Easy shot drops there. So Jalen Williams gets into the scoring column. San Antonio trails by 2. Dylan Harper, pass to Wemby, lines up the triple. Wemby, good from downtown. It's a 1-point lead for the San Antonio Spurs. 9:40 here left to play in quarter number 1. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander goes towards the baseline. Double team coming in there. The pass is going to be deflected by Stephon Castle. He was looking for Chet Holmgren on the pass. Ball is dead as this goes out of bounds. It is going to be still OKC ball. We'll try a different look at this here. Maybe we can get some box scores or get some of these plays described for you. Looks like a shot's going to go up and in for Chet Holmgren. That's going to be a 2-point bucket for Chet. So the score now looks like it's 9-8. San Antonio back down by 1. Driving, shooting, and scoring. Dylan Harper takes the lead back. Another lead change as this game gets rolling on here. Basketball with the Oklahoma City Thunder. Driving. Behind the back, Jalen Williams in the paint will shoot. Gets a whistle here on the shot. Dylan Harper says, "What are you talking about?" Jalen Williams draws a foul. So we go to the line for 2 shots. Interesting. Okay. Well, we can't sit here with these stats forever. I'm hoping ESPN figures it out. I think in the meantime, looks like San Antonio might be challenging this. I see Mitch Johnson having a conversation with Tony Brothers. Little early for a challenge, if I do say so myself. But a timeout is coming in with 9 minutes here left to go. Looks like San Antonio is going to take a moment to reconvene. So San Antonio going to take a second to look at this. I'm still on the sidelines hoping that the ESPN scoreboards come up. If not, we'll just have to live with what we've got. Turn that off for now. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are just 57 subscribers away from breaking the odometer again. If there are 57 people watching this live stream who are not currently subscribed, smash that button now. By the way, y'all know, first things first, if you're still watching 3 minutes into this game, guys, be sure to smash that like button. Looking for a couple of likes to stay on track for today's goal. Okay, refresh this ESPN page again. This is crazy. Don't know why it's so far behind. Shouldn't be. We'll go to NBA for ESPN. According to them, it's still 0-0. Let's see if I can't find a different scoreboard. NBA scoreboard or NBA tracker. There's ESPN. I wonder if there's one on NBA. Box scores here. Game charts. Summaries, play-by-play maybe. Not getting much of that. There's the box scores. We can look at that. Sorry, guys. I'm out here just trying to figure out what the best graphics to show y'all is if we don't get ESPN to cooperate. ESPN still believes there are 10 minutes and 42 seconds left to go in quarter number 1. So they're definitely dealing with some internal issues. That's okay. Their problems don't have to be ours. Need Shai to stay less than 7.5 in quarter number 1, says Axel. What up, DJ Gene, says Courtney. Welcome in, Courtney. Everybody share the live on your social media. Now, I appreciate that content or that sentiment there, but be sure to just share it with one person directly. I say that all the time, guys. It is super important to just send it to one person directly. It feels more personal than a blanket post. Let's see, Mario, why don't you get tickets to Friday's game, says Edward. Well, I don't think that would be a smart business decision from my side, if that answers that. It's an opportunity cost. I know I don't get to actually go to the game, but it makes more sense for me to cover it here. Shout out to Debbie. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you for checking in. All good, Mario. The Miss, appreciate that. Yeah, the Miss is all great. Shout out from the Philippines, says Yvonne. What's up, Yvonne? Jagular says, I want football. Yes, let's all go to FIFA, says our Scion. Watching from 9,000 feet in Colorado, says Chad Williams. What up, man? How are you? How did you feel about last night's game, says D Cheese. You know, it's just unfortunate that game 1 Spurs OKC was so good, that regardless of how good the Knicks game was, it wasn't ever going to feel as good as this matchup now. Still nothing from ESPN. The score on ESPN still says 0-0. So there's that. Just a reminder of what happened in the last series. Anyways, I guess if it's going to be like that, man, I might as well just turn it off and give you guys all of the stats from CBS, since CBS wants to cooperate. Totally do that. All right, guys, let's start the clock. Basketball now in the hands here of Victor Wembanyama. Excuse me, not Wemby here. Wemby's out at the three-point line. There's a pass out to Vassell. Vassell will shoot and miss. San Antonio currently up by 1. It's in the hands of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA attacks. SGA loses the ball. It's recovered by Ihart. Hartenstein gives this back to SGA, covered by Castle. All eyes on number 2. SGA out to Chet for 3. Nope, pump fake. He'll drive. Hands coming in. Vassell almost pokes it away. Shot going to go up, but it's too late. It's a shot clock violation. It's a turnover. It's Spurs ball. 8:13 left to go. Spurs up by 1. Here comes the inbound pass. So now Dylan Harper brings it around town. Bring it around town. Then he does this, and the drive from Champagnie out to Harper. One more Vassell. Vassell shoots the triple off the front of the rim. Rebound Lou Dort. So a defensive board here for OKC. Out to the left-hand side, it's Jalen Williams. He'll shoot from the elbow. Looks like a piece of that. Looks like a blocked shot for Castle there, or maybe Devin Vassell. Castle looks to Wemby, open at the far wing. Wemby has hands coming in. It's stripped by Shai. Shai comes up with a steal. He tries the fast break. Good transition defense for San Antonio. Shai's at the baseline. Gives to Dort. Ihart runs, shoots, scores. Hartenstein takes the lead back for Oklahoma. It's 11-10, another lead change here in quarter number 1. Stephon Castle to the left using the Wemby screen. He will be fouled on the play. Shai almost comes up with a highlight block. Instead, it's a trip to the free throw line for Castle. Castle goes to the line to shoot 2. All right, guys, couple substitutions look like they're coming in. On the floor for San Antonio, it's Devin Vassell. Dylan Harper. Looks like you've got Stephon Castle, Luke Cornett, and Keldon Johnson. On the floor for the Thunder, SGA, Lou Dort, Hartenstein, Williams, and Caruso. So first free throw for Stephon Castle ties up the game. The shot is up, and it is good. It is up, and it is good. Oh, well, would you look at that? Sweet. All right, we're good. All set. There come your substitutions. We'll scroll this down to what I was looking for. Boom. Looks like ESPN is back on track, guys. 7 minutes and 14 seconds here left to go. Second free throw coming up right now for Stephon Castle. This shot goes up. This shot is also good. It's now 12-11. San Antonio Spurs up by 1. OKC with the ball. It's Jalen Williams. Williams between the leg. He goes to the right-hand side. Gives this one to other Jalen Williams. So Jalen Williams to J-Dub. Hands off here to Shai. Shai Butter. Back to J-Dub. Back to Butterman. And Shai gets the double team from Luke Cornett. Cross-court pass. Shot clock winds down again. Three-point shot. It's good! J-Dub. Jalen Williams, number 6, with a three-point shot that hits right there. Here on the run now, Stephon Castle has a pass intercepted by Jalen Williams. Transition, fast break. SGA will shoot and miss. Great defense by Vassell. Bounce pass to the corner. Castle almost loses it. Castle cross court. Wide open. KJ Johnson, front of the rim, no good. Rebound, Castle. He shoots. He will miss. Fights for the board. He gets it again. Castle goes up. Whistle. Okay. Castle broke a sweat on that play. I damn near broke a sweat calling it. We're at the free throw line. There is a foul. It's going to be Jalen Williams who will be charged with it. So Spurs at the free throw line. Good effort by Stephon Castle. Good effort from Stephon Castle. So 2 shots coming up. Score is 12-4. Castle's first free throw is good. He's now 100% from the line, 3 of 3 from the floor. You can see Wemby with the flex, super excited about that shot going down. Here comes another. Longhorns, cheers to that, brother. Appreciate you. All right. A few substitutions for both sides here as well. Looks like Carter Bryant is checking onto the floor for the San Antonio Spurs. And it looks like A.J. Mitchell is checking onto the floor for the San Antonio Spurs. OKC has committed 4 fouls in quarter number 1 with 6:13 left to go. Free throw number 2 also good. And so the score is all tied up 14-14. OKC with the ball, it's Alex Caruso. Caruso pushed back, gives to Mitchell. Mitchell now at the three-point line, steps up, tries to get past Keldon Johnson. Mitchell has the ball poked away. It's stolen. Cornette comes up with the basketball, gives this to Castle. San Antonio on the left-hand side will drive. Castle inside to Cornette. Easy bucket through the backdoor pass. 16-14, Spurs up by 2. A.J. Mitchell at the wedge here. He gives this to, looks like Jalen Williams, back to Jared McCain. McCain, awkward pass, still recovered by OKC. Lou Dort now tries his move. Dort to McCain, last second 3. McCain bounces off the rim, up again, off the rim again, but into the hands of San Antonio. A missed shot for McCain, a pull-up elbow jump shot, good for Castle. Spurs up by 4. It's 18-14. Here is A.J. Mitchell. Mitchell to the straightaway, gives this one to Williams, and one more to McCain under the rim. McCain passes to A.J. Mitchell. Mitchell asks for a little, he's going to go up and shoot this one. Well done by him. Nice shot at the rim. Contested shot. Double-teamed shot. And A.J. Mitchell with an impressive move at the basket. It's now Spurs basketball. The score is 18-16 with 4 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in quarter number 1. Luke Cornette hands this one off to Keldon Johnson. Johnson pressed up right now by J-Dub. Lots of fancy footwork here. It's going to be a missed shot, and it's going to be a defensive board for OKC. A.J. Mitchell out to the wing, gives to Williams. One more to Lou Dort, lets it fly. Dort, good! It's 19-18, and the Oklahoma City Thunder have retaken the lead. Wembanyama not on the floor. That does happen when Wemby is not on the floor. Here's a shot for Castle. Nice teardrop for Castle. Yo, let's go, JT. Should we start a Spurs pot? 3-point shot goes up. J-Dub can't get it to go. And the San Antonio Spurs sloppy on that defensive board. It's an offensive rebound. And double chance effort. Bucket and the foul. Jared McCain gets the shot to go. So now the Oklahoma City Thunder. Let's see what the officials say here. McCain went up. Good defense by Vassell. That shot didn't go. Bryant clearly fouled on that one. That should be a bucket and a foul. Shout out to my boy JT. How you doing, brother? You going to be in the fantasy league this year, bro? I think you're still in the group chat for the moderators. If you didn't ask to leave, you should still be in the moderators group chat, dude. If you're not. If you're not currently. But, so y'all know, I just watched a free throw go up. The score is still 20-19. Shout out, JT. What's going on, brother? Shout out to you and your pops, Coach Lenny out there in the chat. Appreciate y'all. Salvador says, what the travel? Pack your bags, brother. Looks like free throw number 2 is good, guys. It's all tied up at 20 apiece. 3 minutes and 45 seconds left to play in quarter number 1. Keldon Johnson with the basketball. Johnson currently covered here, pressed up tightly. Looks like Cason Wallace in his chest. He'll go to the left. Cason Wallace still in front of him. Keldon Johnson almost losing it. Gives to Champagnie. Shot clock winding down. That shot is an air ball here. Bad shot by Julian Champagnie. It's a turnover. It's Thunder basketball. Tied up 20-20. who will take the lead here. A.J. Mitchell steps on the gas, and looks like it's a stolen basketball coming away. San Antonio Spurs turn it over, or get it back, I should say. Pass, KJ for three. Good! Keldon Johnson in the near corner. Timeout called. Oklahoma Spurs up by 3. I love that, man. San Antonio up by 3 with 3:05 left to play in the first quarter. It is 23-20. How many of you guys saw this coming? All right, guys, if you're a Spurs fan, be sure to drop some black and silver in the chat, or you can simply drop the alien. Area 51, not currently happening just yet. We don't have Wemby and Castle on the floor together, but what a good nickname for those two. All right, guys, looking for 3 more subscribers to get to 131.0. If there are 3 of you out there, you can help a brother out. Shout out to G Money. Shout out to Green Thumb. Shout out to Tupeng TV. Even though you're a Spurs fan, you also give lots of energy for OKC. Smelling overtime again, he says. Much respect. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that comment. Midori with the alien. Sasquatch with the alien. The chat showed up big to break the odometer. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. All right, guys, couple of things here. Appreciate all the Spurs fans who checked into this live stream here today. Really appreciate you guys, including you, haha. Including you, haha. Appreciate that. Love it. Why are they cutting Wemby's minutes? Because he played 49 of them in the last game. Shout out to JT, both JTs. Looks like JT 76542 and our boy JT, JMFT. We know what that means. What's going on, JMFT? Thanks for watching, bro. Appreciate you being here. I was just, you know what's funny? I told Santino this morning. You can ask him. I literally told him this morning. I said, dude, I got to call JT. He sends me messages all the time, and I watch them, and I never reply, and I feel terrible. I got to call my boy JT. So I see you. He says there can only be one. Yeah, dude, we were actually talking about you today, bro. Anyways, okay. We didn't go through our entire pregame. Did not have a chance to go through the entire pregame, so let's run this through one more time here. Taking a look at the small forward comparison for the starters. Devin Vassell and Jalen Williams. Jalen Williams, obviously a monster on the floor, averaging 22 points per game, 4 assists per game. That's more than Devin Vassell, and shooting the basketball better than Devin Vassell. But Vassell's defense this postseason has been better than Jalen Williams, albeit slightly. However, much larger sample size for Devin Vassell, as Jalen Williams had only played 2 games in the postseason before meeting up with San Antonio. Chet Holmgren and Julian Champagnie here. Now, people will say Chet is the guy, averaging 17 points per game in the postseason. Julian Champagnie, much smaller than Chet. I'll agree with those 2 statements. But there's something about the way Julian Champagnie has to be respected from the three-point line that really stretches defenses in a way that Chet Holmgren, even though he can shoot the 3, just does not stretch the floor in the same way. And, of course, there's no comparison here between Victor Wembanyama and Isaiah Hartenstein. I love how Keldon Johnson was in the corner telling Dylan Harper, pass over here, and Champagnie was over there. He got the pass and then kicked it to KJ. That is team communication. That is team basketball. That is Spurs basketball. All right, y'all, let's get this thing started. The commercial break is now over. Timeout has expired for OKC. Both teams have used a timeout now. Here's a pass to the three-point line. It's Jared McCain. He drives, he shoots, he will miss at the rim. It's a defensive board for Julian Champagnie. Keldon Johnson at the near wing. Drives, shoots, will miss, will shoot again, will miss again, tries to get the rebound. Luke Cornett cleans up the mess. And Cornett makes it a 5-point lead for the San Antonio Spurs. 4 offensive rebounds for the Spurs, just 1 for OKC. Here's Jalen Williams. Bad pass or shot? Question mark. Not quite sure what that was. Fast break opportunity, bad pass the other way, Carter Bryant. So it's stolen by OKC, alley-oop, and Jalen Williams will jam it down. It's 25-22. San Antonio is in the bonus. That is the third turnover of the day for San Antonio. Dylan Harper is now running point. He's got the ball in his hands. On the floor for the Spurs. Icon clock looks like Harper, Champagnie, Cornette. Harper shoots this one. Wide open shot, going to miss a clean look. It's OKC with the ball. So I got Cornette, Johnson, Harper, Champagnie, and Bryant for San Antonio. Pass to Chet. Open three. God, it's all tied up. 25-25. Wemby finally on the sidelines getting ready to check back in. Wemby and the Spurs, that's a dead ball. Poked out of bounds. Going way back here. It's going to be Spurs ball, but now we're going to get some substitutions. So, Spurs gave up the lead again. Little rubber band effect. We saw this in the last game. Still, the fact that San Antonio's in here and banging with the rest of them, with this team, without De'Aaron Fox, hats off to San Antonio. Harper, oh, bad dribble here, diving for it. McCain comes up with the ball. OKC tries a fast break. Chet gives this to SGA. San Antonio's defense not set. This three is up. It's good! Oh, my. Cason Wallace makes it a three-point lead here for the Oklahoma City Thunder on a far corner three. McLaughlin on the floor shoots a triple. That's good for San Antonio. Okay, Jordan McLaughlin with a three-point shot for the Spurs. All tied up. 28-28. SGA gives to McCain. McCain attacks, shoots this one from inside the free throw line. Nice shot there. 47 seconds left to go in quarter number one. Here is Keldon Johnson under the rim, swatted from behind. Pass, nice swing behind the back. One more to McCain. San Antonio holding about 10 seconds on the shot clock. Dylan Harper resets, pass to Champagnie for three. Good for Julian Champagnie. Spurs back up by one. 24 seconds left to play in this quarter. There's about a 4-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. McCain lets a triple fly, doinks it off the back of the rim. It's an offensive board by A.J. Mitchell. Mitchell will drive, shoot, fadeaway shot off the rim. Whistle comes in. It's a foul. So 10.8 left to go. Keldon Johnson is going to be charged with a foul. A.J. Mitchell draws it. Wemby tried to get a piece of it. Good thing he didn't. It was on the way down. So A.J. Mitchell goes to the line for two shots. Scores 31-30, folks. 31-30. Excuse me. Looks like they've rolled back a point, or I made something up. I got 31-29, according to my TV screen. First free throw was made here. It's now 31-30. 10 seconds left to play in this quarter, guys. Quarter number one, not over yet. Boo, Oklahoma, says Monique. I see y'all in the chat. Appreciate y'all. I think the Spurs have 7 timeouts, he says. I've got 6 according to CBS right now. I've got 6 timeouts according to CBS. Next free throw goes up. That free throw will be good as well. It's a tied game, 31-31. San Antonio brings it back to try and beat the buzzer down here. It's a handoff to Victor Wembanyama. Wemby's going to go up. He will be, looks like, charged with a charge. I think Wemby's going to be charged with a charging foul. It's a turnover. It's OKC ball to finish quarter number one. So a turnover here. Wemby, the left wrist, he fell on it. He's holding it. He's shaking it out. Wemby looks like he might have actually hurt that wrist. He's squeezing on it here with the left hand. We'll see if he's all right. Something to monitor as this game goes on. Waiting for the inbound pass. There it is. Final 4 seconds, guys. OKC, three-point shot. It's up. Doinked off the back of the rim and no good. An anticlimactic finish to a very good first quarter. Score is all tied up, 31-31. Who will win this game? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is Mario. Thank you so much for watching today's live stream. You're watching Football Nation. You're watching the NBA on Football Nation. I know it's confusing to some, but we cover 18 weeks of the NFL plus the postseason. We only cover postseason basketball on this channel for the most part. So we keep it Football Nation. Shout out to you guys. Hope Wemby's wrist is okay, says Azure. This is your blackout version? Is this your blackout version? Wait, what? Am I blacked out right now? I would be surprised if we go to overtime again. I would be surprised. Burning Tepig Tube says, I wouldn't be surprised if we go to overtime again. Could you imagine 3 overtime games in a row? That's pretty wild. G-Money, you're welcome for the stream, bro. Thanks for watching. Wemby's okay, says Longhorn. Let's see. Glad you're rooting for the Spurs because Dallas don't give us much to cheer about these days, says Jim. Heard that. 18 weeks isn't enough, says Country. Hey, Country, by the way, if you don't get your birthday present by Saturday, please ping me. I'll have to go back to UPS. But I just got the update. You should be getting that birthday present by Saturday, just so you know. Shout out to Trueyes. What's up, Trueyes? Saying, hope Spurs take an L since you were rooting for the Knicks last night. LOL, JK. Hey, that's okay. With greatness always comes the hate that is tied to that. That is something that's oh so very true. Nobody hated LeBron James more than I did through his greatness, but you still respect it. San Antonio Spurs are amazing. A lot of people are going to hate on the San Antonio Spurs. Still got to respect it. You know what I'm saying? I'm picking up what you're putting down, so thank you for that super chat today. Thank you for that super chat today, True Ellis. Says, I'm just messing, bro. No worries, no worries. Jason Kidd smiling with 40 million. Gosh, who wouldn't be? Let's see. I will rage if someone says Wemby is okay. Or, oh. Haters gonna hate, let them do their job, says RPG Bros. Heard that, RPG. Heard that. OKC sweep Spurs win. Would be cool. You're looking at the new face of the NBA, Victor Wembanyama. If OKC is to win, this chat has to put a body on him. Interesting, interesting. Thank you for sharing, says Frymeister. Are you tired? I'm always tired, dude. Chain, I'm always. Are you not? These games have been kicking my butt. We've been doing this for a while. We have had 2 days off in the past. How long has it been now, guys? 2 days off in the past, I don't know, probably 6 weeks, something like that. So, Hakuna Matata. Oh, no. Are you saying I look tired? Do I need to put makeup on? I'm kidding, dude. I'm kidding. Welcome to the dad life, bro. Welcome to the dad life and no days off life. All right, OKC to inbound the basketball. Here we go. OKC with the ball. Coming back, it's A.J. Mitchell. Mitchell gives to Ihart. Isaiah Hardenstein at the three-point line. Backwards pass here to Isaiah Joe. And Isaiah Joe at the elbow. Clears to A.J. Mitchell. Mitchell will drive. Euro shoots off the glass. That's no good. It's a defensive board. No. Caruso gets the offensive rebound. Caruso is fouled on the shot, and Wemby going to get charged with another one. So that's 2 fouls today for Victor Wembanyama, and another offensive rebound for the Oklahoma City Thunder that will likely result in points. All right. Courtney says cucumber slices. Viewing from Belize. Let's see. This is the basketball I've watched since years. Yep, I see that. Going to be another classic. All right, guys. Let's keep rolling here. I remember watching Mario when he was at 11K and not that popular. Now he's at 131. Nice channel, dude. I appreciate those early streams. Shania, welcome back. Second free throw also going to go for the Oklahoma City Thunder. So it looks like Alex Caruso knocks down both shots. Here is Jared McLaughlin. He's going to be pressed up by Isaiah Joe. McLaughlin looks left, gives to Wemby on the right. Wemby pushed back by Hardenstein. Hardenstein playing better defense than Chet. That's for sure. Here's a pass to McLaughlin. McLaughlin is going to be fouled. The officials blow the whistle here right now. B-Boss says I was in at 80K. How are Spurs looking right now? Miku, they're looking okay. They're looking okay right now. I don't like Wemby defending guards. I agree. What up, though, to the livest chat right there? What up, it's Sleek. Here's a drive for the Spurs, and it looks like a lot of contact here. Stephon Castle going to lose the basketball. San Antonio back on defense. SGA to Caruso. Caruso in the corner, back to SGA. SGA currently covered by Vassell. Gets right past him, kicks to Caruso. Wide open for three. It's good! And Caruso makes it a 5-point lead for the Thunder now. Thunder up by 5. The score is 36-31. Stephon Castle at the free throw line will shoot. That's going to be no good. I think that was an attempt at an alley-oop. Coming back, Oklahoma City. That's a shot. SGA draws the foul. 10:42 back to the line. 2 shots. Vassell going to be charged with it. Don't know if I love what I'm seeing right now. Score is 36-31. 36-31. All right. OKC is a loud city. The fans are the loudest, says Russell. First free throw is good for Shea. So SGA at the line knocks down free throw number 1. I said Spurs in 5 right before this series started. This is a must-win game for OKC. They're up by 6. They're now up by 7. The score is 38-31. Spurs get the basketball back after the 2 free throws are made for SGA. He's now got 6 points on the day. Don't like how long McLaughlin has been on the floor. Vassell almost loses it, gets it back to McLaughlin. McLaughlin to the right, gives to Wemby. Wemby at the 3-point line. He tries to get back, tries to drive past Hardenstein. Nice move. He misses the initial shot, but cleans it up with the left hand. Wemby, I see you, brother. 38-33 OKC ball. Shea drives, shoots, scores, and gets the foul. Bucket and a foul. And a trip to the line. Coach, get this McLaughlin cat off the floor, please. Please get McLaughlin off the floor. Like, that's a cute experiment, but we got games to win. They're showing that nasty Wemby rebound. McLaughlin stands no chance against Shea. Are you kidding me? So Shea's at the line for an and one. The score is 40-33. 10:09 here left to go. 10:09 here left to go. OKC already at 40 points with 10 minutes left to play in the first half. The and one has been converted. It is now San Antonio basketball. Spurs down by 8. Dylan Harper attacks. Harper shoots with the right hand, and Harper will score. It's now 35-41. 41 for the Oklahoma City Thunder. A 7-point game here at the Thunderdome, Paycom Center Arena. Shea drives, tries to get past Wemby. Blocked from behind by Devin Vassell. Isaiah Joe tries to drive. Gives to Cason Wallace. Shot clock down to 9. Wemby tries to reset. It's a pass to Caruso. Caruso at the 3-point line. There's a shot. Wemby can't get there in time. The step back is good for Caruso. And Caruso up to 7 already. How is Caruso a 6th man, bro? Here's a pass inside that'll be stolen again by the Oklahoma City Thunder. Transition 3. His feet were on the line, so it would have been a 2, but the shot was missed anyways. Spurs basketball, fast break. Castle, left hand, shoots and scores. San Antonio brings it back to 6. It's 37-43. 43 for the Thunder. Pass this one up, out to Hardenstein. Hardenstein back again. SGA shoots from the elbow. Wemby didn't have to do much to alter that shot. It's a miss. Here's Vassell. Vassell going to drive. That's a blocking foul charged against OKC. Vassell, little shaken up on that one. He stepped on the gas, drew some contact. It's going to be a shooting foul here, and Vassell will go to the line. Isaiah Joe charged with that one. So the Spurs to the line for 2. Feet definitely moving there. Good call by Tony Brothers. You saw Brothers down there on the baseline go bang! Shooting foul. Okay, first free throw. Vassell is good. It's 38 now, 5-point game. 43 to 38. 43 to 38. San Antonio Spurs down by 5 with 8:44 left to go in quarter number 2. Second free throw. Also good. And the score is now 43 to 39. Back with OKC. Thunder, pull up, shoot. Hardenstein off the back of the rim. Defensive board. Wembanyama. Wemby gets a pull down here. He's got 5 points, 4 rebounds. Quiet day for him in the first half here. Here's a cross-court pass to Vassell. Vassell keeps the feet inbounds. He shoots this one. No, passes this to Wemby. Out to the three-point line again. Castle sees a lane. Oh, my goodness. The tomahawk jam. Suck on that, Hardenstein. Wow, what a hand. What a jam for Stephon Castle. Here's a bad pass, a bounce pass, and it's recovered by wow, Cason Wallace says, oh yeah, watch this. A 3-point shot from Cason Wallace in the near corner. Castle hit by Caruso. Clearly some body contact, and the officials not going to say anything here. Ball popped up somehow. San Antonio's got it. Another lazy pass intercepted again by OKC. No attention to detail for San Antonio. Shea going to get the jam. Mitch, call a timeout, dude. 7:34 here left to go. Yeah, timeout called. Okay. All right. Timeout called. Good moments in that stretch there for the San Antonio Spurs. The lazy passing. Mitch Johnson talking to Tony Brothers. He's really upset right now about the call because Stephon Castle was coming back. Looked like he got bumped pretty hard by Caruso. No whistle was called there. But there's that tomahawk jam for Stephon Castle. Looked like that even could have been an and one as well. Okay, so timeout called by the Spurs. They have 5 remaining according to CBS here. Tie the series, OKC, says Will. Stop these dang turnovers and y'all good. I'm a Lakers fan, so I hate OKC for real. The hate for OKC is real. Go Spurs, go, says Shania. Heck yeah, no call. Let those grown men play ball, says Super Duper Rain. Work the refs, says Bill Measure. Manifesting more ADs and opportunities to your channel. Let's go to 150. Just keep it real. Kudos to you, brother. What's up, bro? Appreciate that. Who's throwing the lazy passes? Everyone. Everyone on San Antonio right now. It seems to be all these guards. Vassell, Harper. They're just not reading the court before they make their passes. They're looking for their people who are where they're supposed to be around the perimeter, or just honestly, I've been seeing some bad passing into the paint. Just passing lanes getting clogged up by OKC's defense. This is typical of how OKC likes to play, guys. We talked about how they played defense earlier in this stream. They averaged almost 10 steals per game during the regular season. They have been pickpockets all season long. We are watching that happen in real time today in a game where they absolutely need it. For the record, Stephon Castle already has 5 turnovers today, so he's really the one causing the issue. We need De'Aaron Fox back for that reason and that reason alone. Wemby does have 2 turnovers. Dylan Harper has a turnover, and Carter Bryant also has a turnover. 9 turnovers in the first half of this game. Guys, 9 turnovers for this first half of the game. Normally, OKC normally averages 16.7 per game. So the San Antonio Spurs have been pretty bad about controlling the basketball. Normally, during the regular season, San Antonio normally just commits 13.5. Having committed 9 in the first half is atrocious. And when we look at the postseason numbers, 13.5, this postseason, the turnovers have been bad for San Antonio, and it's showing here We'll see how much that affects the game. Postseason defense, as far as turnovers forced per game, Oklahoma City, right where they need to be. As a matter of fact, they're still ahead of schedule here. 18 turnovers forced per game on average this postseason. I mean, San Antonio's already halfway there. So, kudos. Shout out to OKC. Spurs fans watching this, we know it's not going to be easy. It was never going to be easy. Those moments there, that's what's important, though, is cleaning up the obvious messes. That being said, that Stephon Castle dunk was the best dunk of the series. Even Wemby turned around and said, oh. Even Wemby turned around and said, oh. All right, y'all. Well, let's get back to this. Let's start the clock. Looks like the ball is with our San Antonio Spurs. It's Dylan Harper with the basketball. He fakes a pass, turns to the rim, shoots and scores. It's a 5-point game. It's 48-43. 48-43 is the score. Oklahoma City with the ball. It's Cason Wallace. He gives back to SGA. SGA at the three-point line. He attacks the rim. He's going to get swatted from behind. Another block here for the Spurs. Here comes San Antonio. Julian Champagnie, transition three. No! It's a missed shot for San Antonio. And looks like just some cardio for the silver and black. Ihart at the three-point line. Gives this to SGA. And Shea Butter at the top of the key. Passes again, wide open three-point shot, front of the rim. Offensive board again. San Antonio can't crash the boards here. Isaiah Hartenstein back to Isaiah Joe. He rocks the rim. That's no good. Defensive rebound for Vassell. Julian Champagnie at the bottom of the screen gives to Vassell. Vassell at the edge of the OKC logo. Vassell attacks. He's in the paint. Bad pass from Vassell. It's stolen by OKC. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander forces another takeaway. Step back, elbow jump shot for Shea. Wants the whistle. Not going to get it. Defensive board for San Antonio. Fast break opportunity. It's 2-on-2. Dylan Harper, too weak on the layup right there with a wide open Devin Vassell. Here's a pass. Isaiah Joe, pump fake at the three. Gives to Ihart. Ihart second guesses. Pass to Isaiah Joe goes out of bounds, and it's a turnover there. It's going to be a Spurs ball. San Antonio did nothing to force that turnover. That was a beautiful pass from Isaiah Hartenstein to the corner. And it just kind of seemed like Isaiah Joe wasn't expecting it. So the ball sails out of bounds. Wemby goes back to the bench. Okay. Wemby goes back to the bench. 5:58 here left to go. San Antonio, why they're going to do this now, I think Wemby still has plenty in the tank, but it's Castle now. Castle to Vassell. Vassell for three. He'll shoot, and it's going to be, it looks like a blocked shot. Somehow the Spurs come up with the offensive board. This triple for Castle is no good. It's a rebound for Jalen Williams. J-Dub gets the pull down. And here comes A.J. Mitchell. Mitchell at the Paycom Center logo. Goes to the straightaway. Looks to the right. Gives to the right. Corner three. Nope. Changes his mind. Chet inside. One more. Pump fake. No look pass. Pass again. Beautiful team ball. It's good! Cason Wallace with a three-point shot. This is what we expected out of OKC. Game one, so flat. Game two, this is exactly what we expected. Here's a pass to Carter Bryant. Carter Bryant drives, kicks, bad pass here. Come on, guys. So this is going to be a complete collapse for the San Antonio offense. 11 turnovers in the first half of this game. Stupid bonehead moves from the young guys who are showing right now how young and inexperienced they are in this matchup. Here's the inbound pass. San Antonio back on defense. Jared McCain drives, kicks, another drive and kick. Luckily, San Antonio comes out of it unscathed. It's a defensive board for Harrison Barnes. Basketball in the hands of, looks like Stephon Castle. Lots of contact there. Castle through some big contact here. No whistle. That was all weight room for Stephon Castle, who gets the shot to go. Wide open Chet in the corner. Chet clearly fouled. Whistle comes in. Was he fouled before the shot, or are they calling this an and one? I think that was before the shot. Luke Cornett is going to be charged with a shooting foul, though. I mean, that is like way before the shot, ref. That is like way before the shot, ref. Come on. You're going to give him 2 shots? You're going to give him a bucket and the foul? That's crazy to me. That's crazy. So they're going to give him the bucket and the foul. It's now 53-45. Luke Cornett charged with a shooting foul. Tony Brothers, I'm watching you now, bro. That Chet free throw is good. San Antonio down by 9, folks. Our Spurs down by 9. It's with Stephon Castle. Castle to the right, running point again. Castle still with the basketball. Step back shot there. That's going to be good. At least he gets 2 points back. 47-54, OKC basketball. A.J. Mitchell spins. A.J. Mitchell drives, kicks in the corner. One more to Chet. Chet attacking now. He's going to lose the basketball. It's stolen. Cornett comes up with the steal. Castle chased from behind. Castle tries to split the defense. It goes out of bounds. And I think Mitch needs to really have a talk here with these officials, because what the heck is going on? Stephon Castle has to run through brick walls to get a whistle here. Castle, you can see he's biting his tongue. Luckily for San Antonio, it's still Spurs ball, but we should be at the line instead. 47-54. 47-54. Now, I don't want to blame the refs for the fact that the Spurs have turned over the basketball 11 times. Julian Champagnie, inbound pass. He takes the shot. That's no good. Defensive board for OKC. Also can't blame the refs for bad shooting. Shea shoots the other way from the free throw line. That's a bucket. Spurs down by 11 now. OKC. Julian Champagnie gives this to Harper. Harper at the OKC logo. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first half of this one. Dylan Harper, a step-back jump shot. That's a really ugly jump shot. And now Jared McCain. McCain almost loses the basketball, chases it all the way to the far sideline. It's now with A.J. Mitchell. A.J. Mitchell at the OKC logo. A.J. Mitchell drives, goes down, hits the ground. Looks like more contact with no whistle. Chet Holmgren has the ball. Shot clock down to 1. He'll shoot. And it's no good. Cornett, got to be a foul right there. No whistle there either. It's going to be a pass inside. That's another pass here. Come on, ref. Blow the whistle, bro. 2:56 left to go. What kind of game is this right now? Looks like it's going to be a foul against Jalen Williams. Thunder going to call a timeout. This is insane, bro. This is insane for both sides. At least they're consistently, like, letting everything slide. At least they're consistently bad. This is the officiating crew for today, guys. Your officials. I'm actually going to make this bigger. We're going to blow this up just a hair so y'all can see these faces here. Tony Brothers, Josh Tiven, and Carl Lane. These are your 3 refs for this game. Here's your crew chief, 32 years of experience, but they have talked about how these officials, especially ones run by Tony Brothers and Josh Tiven, have not gone well for San Antonio. Don't know if there's an actual vendetta or what, but these are your officials for today's contest. Someone says an intense pace. Oh, brothers, says Urahara. Let's see. We thought it stopped last game, but no. Refs payroll again, says Shania. Now, I'm not going to blame the officials, man. I'm not going to blame the officials for San Antonio's bad shooting here today. Too many three-point shots. I don't like it. San Antonio still at 38% from three-point land, but that's too many three-point shots taken by the Spurs in the first half. At least it feels that way. I'm actually looking at the numbers, and the numbers tell a different story. Both teams have taken 13 shots from downtown, but the score is just so different. Only 2 extra points at the free throw line for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Looks like the difference here is the fact that OKC have forced so many turnovers. They've actually had a chance to shoot 3 more total shots than the San Antonio Spurs, and they have managed to make all of those 3 additional shots. The turnovers are killing San Antonio in this game. So far in the first half of this one, the Spurs already have 11 turnovers now. So not really an excuse for any of that. As much as I'd love to pin it on the refs, and while I do have my fair share of issues on how this is being called, it's being called gritty for both sides. Turnovers. Apple turnovers, says Eli Vaughn. It's a Vegas game, says Organic. Well, here's the truth, guys. When home teams lose their first home game, they typically come back firing on all cylinders. They don't want to get blown out again at home and get embarrassed at home twice. I think historically we even heard Anthony Edwards talk about that in the last round with the San Antonio Spurs. He said, hey, we got this win here on the road in San Antonio. They're going to come back and answer back in a big way. San Antonio did exactly that. Here it is happening again. OKC answering back in a big way. I'm not mad about it. We took back home court advantage by winning that one game the last time. If we lose this game and head back to San Antonio on Friday tied up 1-1, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. Okay. Score is 56-47, 2:56 left to go in quarter number 2. We will have a halftime trivia quiz, guys, so don't go anywhere. We will have a trivia quiz at halftime. It'll be a fun one. Got some good new questions for y'all. So don't go anywhere. To those of you watching this live stream, to the 5,500 people in here, fist bumps to all of you guys. Appreciate y'all being here. Don't forget to smash that like button. Here comes the inbound pass. San Antonio at the perimeter right now. It is Dylan Harper who gives to Wemby. Wemby pump fakes at the free throw line. Hands coming in. Wemby starting to get vocal with the officials. He says he was fouled, and that wasn't a clean strip. SGA now will drive. SGA pulls up and shoots. This one good. And now OKC is up by 11 again. It's 58-47. San Antonio not getting calls from these officials, and now you're starting to see the Spurs' frustration about it. Castle behind the back gives to Harper. Harper at the three-point line. Tries to find a lane. Gets past Chet. Nice move. There's the whistle. And Chet going to foul him. So Dylan Harper goes to the line for 2. Chet picks up a foul. Holmgren, first foul of the day. San Antonio goes to the line for 2 shots. Who is Leon Hart? No, I don't know who that is, Mike. Tell Wemby to phone home. Turnovers, poor officiating, and poor shot selection. Yeah, all of the above. Think a little bit of all of that. First free throw is good for the rookie. Dylan Harper's at the line. He made free throw number 1. The score is 48-58. 2 minutes and 13 seconds here left to go. Looks like the script is flipping a bit, says Pebble. Second free throw for Dylan Harper. Also going to be good. So it's now 49 San Antonio, 58 OKC. Thunder with the ball. It's not just that. I don't know why Jordan McLaughlin had 6 minutes of play in this game. That's crazy that Mitch Johnson in this game would do that unless he genuinely did not care. But here's OKC with the basketball. Sharp pass to Lou Dort. One more to Chet for 3. Chet is blocked by Wemby. Let's go. Wembanyama said, not today. There goes Castle to the rack. Castle blocked from behind, though. Looked like some contact there as well. No whistle from the official. Castle gets back on defense. Chet blocked again by Wemby. Wemby says, challenge this. He says, yeah, challenge it. Do it. Do it. Mitch looks over to the side thinking, should we challenge this? Let's see what they say. San Antonio is going to call a full timeout here. Wemby believes he blocked Chet on the play. Oh, yeah, bro. Get that out of here. That's the worst call. Go. Why? Terrible. Absolutely terrible call from the officials. This will be Spurs ball. Good timeout, good challenge for San Antonio. There is absolutely no way that will stand as a foul. Crazy work by the officials here. Talk about selling. It's cool. I'm not mad. You're mad. That's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Will says, don't be upset, Mario. I'm not mad. You're mad, dude. That's crazy, though. Like, if you get a chance to watch that, play, you'll see why it's just ridiculous that the officials would have called that a foul. Let's see. Stickman got blocked, says Johnny. 2025, the year that the officials took over all sports, says Michael. Dr. Richard. I'm not mad, you're mad. Oh, man, says Chain Rain Sang Cap. This is why I barely watch any sports nowadays, says Huckleberry Finn. Let's see, Brew, Wemby not playing. Wemby's out there. But he's only got 5 points and 4 boards. Here's the replay one more time. He doesn't get more ball than that. That was all ball. Waiting for the call here. It's going to be overturned. Spurs going to retain their timeout. Here's the official call. Okay, so the Spurs initiated a coach's challenge. It is going to be Spurs basketball, or well, at least it's going to be a call overturned. Yeah, it was blocked clean by San Antonio. Okay. So 49-58, San Antonio will keep their challenge, keep their time out. And I didn't quite catch who brother said would get the ball here with the time remaining. That's another block for Wemby, though, guys. That is another block for Wemby. He immediately turned around and said, "This is crazy. This is crazy." So it is going to be OKC ball, it looks like, guys. It looks like OKC will retain possession here after that. All right, let's start it. Back to the action. Actually, scratch that. San Antonio gets the basketball. So it's Spurs ball, a spin move here. Pass to Wemby, three-point shot. No good. Defensive board, Chet. 1:17 left to go in the first half of this game. It's OKC with the basketball. Shea drives. Shea kicks. Chet now drives. Chet kicks. And Ihart under the rim gets the bucket. It's 60-49. San Antonio trails by 11. Dylan Harper with the ball. Dylan Harper to the right. Harper drives. Passes wide open. This shot off the back of the rim. Offensive board for Wembanyama. Fakes the pass. Wemby does pass. He is fouled with 47.1. 47.1. Isaiah Hartenstein picks foul number 3. Wemby goes to the free throw line for 2 shots in the bonus here. And Wemby might be trying to get Hartenstein to foul out. 3 fouls already. Clear foul there by the official. Good call. Okay, 2 shots coming up for Wembanyama. First free throw. Good. It is 60-50. It's now a 10-point game. Tomorrow, Cleveland Cavaliers versus New York Knicks. That should be fun. Should have unlimited challenges if you're right, says Orchid Guy. I agree. I think you should get a minimum of 3 challenges in today's NBA. I think you should get a minimum of 3 challenges in today's NBA because these officials are heinous. Second free throw for Wemby, also good. The score is now 60-51. San Antonio trails by 9. OKC with the basketball, bringing it up right now. It's A.J. Mitchell. So A.J. Mitchell with it here. He goes to the left. A.J. Mitchell will pull up and shoot this one. Does knock that shot down. Nice shot. Contested shot. Good shot for A.J. Mitchell. Spurs basketball. It's Dylan Harper. Harper to the left. Harper to the right. Harper backed up. Passes to Champagnie. Back to Harper. Harper shake and bake here. He's going to attack now. Dylan Harper on the run. Step back, jump shot. No good. Offensive board, Harrison Barnes. And there's a straightaway tray. It's knocked down, but a whistle comes in before Isaiah Joe hits the ground. You see Harrison Barnes say, I didn't push him. Harrison Barnes says, I didn't touch him. Julian Champagnie did knock down that three. And that is definitely a flop job by Isaiah Joe. So a flop job by Isaiah Joe. They get the basketball back. It's OKC ball. 10 seconds here left to go. There's the inbound pass. OKC with it. It's A.J. Mitchell. Mitchell will make the move. He's at the three-point line. Gives to SGA. SGA will spin. Carter Bryant almost steals it. It's going to end up being the end of the quarter with SGA on his ass to finish this. All right, guys, that's the end of the first half. Let's go to our halftime break. So, after the first 24 minutes, the score is 62-51. I don't know about you guys, but I think we need a second to break this down. So, let's actually do our trivia quiz. And, yeah, let's do our halftime show. All right, guys, it's time for trivia. I'm going to ask y'all 10 questions here. No penalties for wrong answers. This is just for funsies. You guys are probably going to know the answer to a lot of these. But hey, we're here to have some fun. So here's question number 1. Which Spurs player is 7'4" according to the ESPN stat sheet? Is it Luke Cornett, Bismack Biyombo, or Victor Wembanyama? 7'4". Who is it? A, B, or C? A, B, or C? Can't wait for trivia, says Jacqueline. We're here. It's here. The answer is Victor Wembanyama. The alien, the guy. There he is. Obviously, 7'4". Some say 7'5". Heck, some say 7'6". The world may never know. Let's go on to question number 2. Question number 2, ladies and gentlemen. Here it is. Who led the Thunder in points during Game 1 of this series? Was it SGA, Chet Holmgren, or Alex Caruso? Who scored the most points in the last game? Was it SGA, Chet, or Caruso? I think you guys know the answer to this one as well. The last game against San Antonio, guys, Alex Caruso put up 31 points. He shot the basketball from at 57% from downtown. 31 points, just insane numbers for Caruso in Game 1. Let's go to question number 3. All right, guys, which player did not participate in the first game of the series for the San Antonio Spurs? Was it Dylan Harper, De'Aaron Fox, or Harrison Barnes? One of these 3 players did not play in Game 1 of this series. Do you know who it is? Super easy questions right here, guys. You got 3 easy layups, but we're going to change things up here. The answer is De'Aaron Fox. Good job, guys. Most of y'all continuing to get these right. I hope most of y'all are now 3 for 3. Let's see if you guys can go 4 for 4. Okay, this will be the last easy question, and then we're going to step it up just a little bit. How many times has SGA won the NBA MVP award? Once, twice, or 3 times now? How many times has SGA won the NBA MVP award? Well, I'll tell you this. Someone said 0. He has won this twice now, guys. He has now won this twice. Okay, I saw someone say that these are kindergarten questions. Well, let's step it up just a little bit here. By the way, back-to-back MVP awards for SGA. He's in good company with that as well. Someone said kindergarten questions. Let's see if you get this one right. Entering today's game, who is leading the San Antonio Spurs in playoff turnovers, guys? Is it Victor Wembanyama, Stephon Castle, or point guard De'Aaron Fox? Who is leading the Spurs in playoff turnovers this year? Wemby, Castle, or Fox? A, B, or C? Looks like a lot of you guys are checking in with B. The answer is indeed Stephon Castle. 45 turnovers this postseason, guys. 45 turnovers this postseason, and yet here we are talking all of this trash about James Harden being a turnover machine. Sorry, Castle, but that's an actual glaring issue that you need to address. All right, guys, how many postseason games have the Oklahoma City Thunder played prior to today? Yeah, these were all super easy questions, huh? These were all very super easy questions. Is it 9 games, 10 games, or 11 games prior to today? 9, 10, or 11? The answer, prior to today, 9, guys. 9 games for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They swept in round 1, they swept in round 2, and played 1 game against San Antonio. So the answer is just 9. Today is game 10 this postseason. All right, enough about these two teams. Let's talk about the Western Conference, guys. Who holds the record for the most blocks in a Western Conference Finals game? Is it Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Shaquille O'Neal, or Victor Wembanyama? The most blocks in a Western Conference Finals game. A, B, or C? A lot of people saying the wrong answer, guys. Now, Victor Wembanyama has the most blocks in a single postseason game, but for the Western Conference Finals specifically, it is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He holds the record after Game 3 back in 1977 there, just so you guys know. 8 blocks, so you guys know. All right, guys, which team had the largest win margin in Western Conference Finals history? Is it the Spurs, the Lakers, or the Warriors? The largest win margin in Western Conference Finals history. A, B, or C? A, B, or C? Okay. Guys, the largest win margin, again, specifically in the Western Conference Finals, was Game 3 back in 1973. Final spread between those two teams, 56-point win for the Lakers over the Golden State Warriors. Okay, I got 2 more for you. 2 more. Who holds the record for the most points ever made in a Western Conference Finals game? Is it Wilt the Stilt, Kobe Bryant, or Dirk Nowitzki? Most points ever made in a Western Conference Finals game. A, B, or C? Again, guys, don't be fooled. Please understand the question is specifically Western Conference Finals. Did I just blow your mind? The answer is Dirk Nowitzki, guys. He scored 50 points in a Western Conference Finals game against the Phoenix Suns back in 2006. If you did not know, now you know. That's why Muhammad Ali gave Nowitzki his Golden Gloves. Here's question number 10, guys. Final one. When was the last time a player has actually hit a true buzzer beater in the NBA Finals? Was it 2015, 2009, or 1997? And by true buzzer beater, I mean not to finish the first quarter or the second or the third quarter. It is by definition, no time left in the game? The answer was 1997, and it was Michael Jordan, guys. It was Michael Jordan who last hit a true buzzer beater in an NBA Finals game. It was against the Utah Jazz. I think people remember that, but to actually win the game and end the game, it's been a long time since we've seen that in the NBA Finals. All right, guys, how'd y'all do? Did y'all do okay on this one? King Varus, by definition, it wasn't to, first of all, not an actual NBA Finals. That was a, pretty sure that was a conference game. And Kawhi's shot there, while it was a good one, you can definitely just simple Google search on that, and it'll answer that for you. 7 out of 10, great graphics, nice. SGA pointing to the correct answer, says Coach. That was all Santino, Coach. Santino did this whole thing here today. Okay. My blood pressure too high for this. Shaking my head, says Dread Death. 1 great dunk, 13 turnovers. Good trade. Yeah, right, seriously. At this point, though, man, I am genuinely concerned about the turnover issues for Stephon Castle. Here's hoping he can exercise those demons. All right, ladies and gentlemen, well, we do have about 5 minutes left in this halftime break, ladies and gentlemen. So here's a quick word from our sponsors. We'll get back in just a second to break down the stats from our first half. I'll be back in just a moment.
Bro, I just whiffed so bad on my parlay again.
Bro, what? How much is that now?
I don't know, like $500?
Dude, are you serious? Are you still gonna be able to pay the rent?
I mean, I guess. I just have to win my money back.
Yeah, but you're like super stressed out and now you're trying to get right back to where you started.
Yeah, and?
Bro, you gamble $100 every single week. That's $5,200 a year.
What?
If you took that money and invested it every single month over 30 years because of compound interest, you'd have like $2 million, bro.
Bro, that's not true, dude. That's cap, bro. That's cap.
Dude, I'm serious, bro. I'm dead serious.
Okay, $2 million, dude. Yeah, okay, bro.
No, I'm telling you, bro. Look, check it out. Look, check it out. I started using Acorns, and it just does all of the investing for me automatically. You can do like $5 a day or $10 a day or whatever you're willing to put in. In your case, I guess $100 a week.
Okay, but why would I do that when I could just hit this 10-leg parlay and just win $10,000 right now?
Dude, you're not hitting a 10-leg parlay.
All right, fine. I'll download the app. But when I hit this 10-leg parlay, bro, I'm deleting it immediately.
Bro, you're not hitting a 10-leg parlay.
I'm hitting
this
10-leg
parlay. That's just not happening.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna hit this 10-leg parlay.
You're an idiot.
All right, guys, that is our quick little promotion here. If you guys want to learn more about Acorns, you can sign up using the link in the description of this video, or you can use this link I'm about to drop in the chat here as well, guys. So if you guys do decide to sign up for Acorns, you will get a small $5 bonus as your sign-up fee, or not sign-up fee, it's a sign-up bonus there if you guys are interested in getting the ball rolling for your initial investments. Anyways, that's something we can talk about after this game. For now, I promised you guys we'd talk about the stats, so let's do that. Okay, taking a quick look now at the San Antonio Spurs in this game, guys. We've got about 3 minutes here, so we've got a little bit of time to run through this pretty quick. Victor Wembanyama today, 15 minutes, 7 points. But Wemby has not been great today. He's only taken 4 shots, guys. 5 rebounds, 2 assists, a huge drop down from what we saw in the last game's production. I don't know if this is by design or if this is by OKC's doing. But Victor Wembanyama, a quiet first half. Spurs fans everywhere hoping that he shows up for the second half of this game. Julian Champagnie here today. Julian Champagnie, 16 minutes, just 5 points. He's 1 of 4 today. He has made 2 free throws. 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Actually, pretty decent game. He doesn't have any turnovers on the day. Wemby with 3 of them. Devin Vassell has played 17 minutes, only 5 points for him. He's 1 of 6 on the floor today, so the starter's not having a good day, man. 1 of 4, 2 of 4, 1 of 6. Stephon Castle is the only one who's actually contributing points today, but he's got 5 turnovers on the day and just 16 points. So, you know, 1 assist to 5 turnovers, you're not really helping anyone. I would be fine if it was 5 assists to 5 turnovers, but the turnover to assist ratio is just way off. Castle absolutely has to get it figured out. De'Aaron Fox out for today, guys. So Dylan Harper filling in for De'Aaron Fox. 17 minutes, 8 points. He's made 3 of 7. He's got 1 rebound, 3 assists, 1 turnover, and looks like 1 foul on the day. The bench for San Antonio, highest scorer off the bench is Luke Cornett with 4 points. Interestingly enough, Jordan McLaughlin already got some minutes here today. 3 minutes, 3 points. Dylan Harper coming in, obviously, as a starter today, so we don't even have to worry about that. Keldon Johnson with 3 points. That's really it for San Antonio. Carter Bryant, nothing. Harrison Barnes, nothing. Goose eggs. Taking a look at the stats for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Bit of a difference here. Isaiah Hardenstein, 4 points. He's made 50% of his shots. 4 rebounds, 2 turnovers for him, though. Chet Holmgren next to him, 5 points today. He's got 4 rebounds, 1 assist, no blocks for him, but also just 1 turnover. Looking at Jalen Williams. Jalen Williams, 7 minutes, 4 points, 4 rebounds. No turnovers there either. Instead, he's got 2 steals. Luguentz Dort today, 6 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists. Also, no turnovers for him. And SGA with 15 points, having made 6 of 11 shots. SGA playing excellent basketball, guys. 6 of 11. He's made all 3 of his free throws. He's also got 2 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal, a block, 0 turnovers. That's what superstars do. At least that's what they're supposed to do. Taking a look at the backup players we've seen. Wow, looks like about 7 players come in off the bench for OKC already. Jalen Williams, 3 points. Alex Caruso, 3 points. Isaiah Joe, nothing. Looks like Cason Wallace has 9 points. Jared McCain has 3 points. A.J. Mitchell has 6 points. My gosh, everybody's scoring for OKC. Everybody's scoring for OKC. Let's see if San Antonio can slow down the Thunder here, because these boys are on a roll. Ain't no way to sugarcoat it, ladies and gentlemen. San Antonio has their work cut out for them here in the second half. Spurs trail by 11 as the second half gets started. Oklahoma City Thunder to inbound the basketball. Cason Wallace going to bring the ball up for the Thunder. Wallace covered by Harper. Wallace at the OKC logo gives this one over to SGA. SGA now picked up by Wemby. Inside pass to the three-point line. Trying to drive this one up. Lou Dort will shoot and score with a lot of space in the paint. So it's now a 13-point game. San Antonio with the basketball. Stephon Castle at the OKC logo. Castle to the left. Castle uses a Wemby screen. Castle feeds to Wemby. Wemby covered by Ihart. Turnaround jump shot. God, Wembanyama. Wemby shoots from the elbow, knocks it down. Back to an 11-point game between these two teams. OKC back on the attack. Here's a pass. It's going to be deflected, but still picked up by Ihart. Chet shoots this shot. It's an air ball off the front of the rim. Lou Dort tries to save this, swings this out to the near sideline. It's Spurs ball. Bad shot there from Chet. It's going to be San Antonio basketball. Dylan Harper holding it here. He goes to the right. Harper had a chance to pass. Harper second guesses. He decides to drive, shoot, and score. 9-point game, San Antonio. Down by 9. Here is SGA covered by Castle. SGA cooks him. Passes backwards here, and it's now with Hardenstein. Hardenstein gives to Lou. Dort gives this out to SGA one more time. Trying to shoot from downtown, trying to score from long range. SGA drives, passes under the rim. One more to Ihart. He shoots the teardrop. Nice shot there. 66-55. San Antonio down by 11. Castle to the right. Castle has hands in his face. Whistle coming in. The officials finally blow the whistle in favor for the San Antonio Spurs. The whistle finally blown for San Antonio. Jalen Williams, number 8, with a hamstring injury, going back to the locker room for OKC. We'll see how that affects the team. Julian Champagnie shoots a 3, doinks that off the back of the rim. Offensive board for Wemby. San Antonio has it again. Wemby for three. Good! Wemby from downtown. Spurs make this an 8-point game. 8-point game here. Here's a pass to SGA. Jab step to the right. Covered by Castle still. Makes the move. SGA loses his balance here. Passes this backwards. Cason Wallace. One more to Ihart. The teardrop for him. That's no good. Gets his own rebound. Gives this to Lou Dort. One more wide open. Cason Wallace. Off the rim. No good. Rebound Wembanyama. Wemby gets the defensive pull down. It's Dylan Harper running point here for San Antonio. Harper inside to Wemby. Wemby gets fouled on the shot, so he'll go to the line for two. Ooh, looks like they're going to call this a foul before the shot. That's foul number 4 on Isaiah Hartenstein. Wemby, just get him 2 more times, brother. Just get him 2 more times, Wemby. Get this guy off the floor. Get this guy off the floor. Looks like OKC is going to get him off the floor. Looks like they're going to run small ball here for a little bit. Jared McCain and Jalen Williams, number 6. We'll check in for Chet Holmgren and Isaiah Hartenstein. So there was a foul here. There's the inbound pass. Dylan Harper now on the move. Clears this to Wemby. There's a pass. Vassell. Bang! Vassell for 3. It is 66-61, a 5-point game here. Oklahoma City Thunder watching their lead dwindle. Here's a pass to J-Dub. Another pass to Dort. Dort gives this to Cason, and Wallace will drive, kicks it back to J-Dub again for 3. J-Dub, no good. Defensive rebound. Harper. Castle now has it, gives to Harper. Harper's on the run. Harper will try to Euro here. He'll go up and shoot and score. It's good. And it looks like a timeout will be called. 66-63. Looks like a timeout called OKC. San Antonio brings it back to within 3. So a 3-point game. I lost sight of the chat. What's going on, chat? Come back. We got this. Dude, Wemby absolutely just ran right through J-Dub. That was kind of clearly a charging foul, and Wemby, the officials not paying attention. They're watching the basketball and not watching the floor. That should have probably been a turnover in OKC basketball. I'm not complaining, just calling it like I see it. San Antonio lucky to not have drawn that call. 5,000 watching, says Tupeng. Money to be made, says Jason. Wemby starting to be more aggressive. I guaranteed win for Spurs if they have 3 or more players with 20-plus points today, says Cray. Says Cyrix. I said Spurs will own the second half. Okay, Spurs in 4. I like how you wrote Spurs in 4. That's awesome. I'm cool with that. Okay, guys, let's see. The refs won't stop us, says Blaze. Castle is playing harder than the whole Spurs team, says Timothy Jett. So now we're playing football, says Boomer Sooner. Yeah, Boomer Sooner. I don't like that no call there either. Look, man, we want to win this game. The Spurs want to win this game. But we want to do it in the Spurs way. I don't think that that's necessarily conducive with that. Fouls filling a kill OKC. 4-1. Says Buffer Sonic. Go Vegas, says Steve. Jalen Williams out for the game. Left hamstring tightness, says Nicholas. Thank you for the update, Nicholas. Wasn't a no call, says it's a chucka baby. I don't know, bro. Seemed like a no call to me. We can agree to disagree. I've been doing this for a while. I've also gotten a lot of calls wrong, but I've gotten a lot of calls right, and I think that was a no call. Les Spurs vont gagner. I think that's going to say the Spurs are going to win. Je ne parle pas français, but that kind of looks like Spanish. Los Spurs van a ganar. So that's my guess right there, based off of that. Ravens Claw checking in with the alien right now. Looks like Val sent a sun balloon. Thank you, Val. Appreciate you, Val. Freaking Flex says, I can't tell you how much I appreciate you right now. Thank you, he says. Well, thank you, freaking Flex. Thank you very much. Yay, Spanish, says Alex. Mario, imagine when the Spurs get Fox back Let's see. He was running. You can't just stop while running and expect them to get the call. Well, that's the way the call went. We're not complaining about it. We're going to keep this game moving forward here. Let's lock back in, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Get those likes up, says Dr. Jeremy. Where are we right now on likes for this live stream? We broke 1,000. We're okay. As long as we break 1,000, guys, I'm not tripping. If you're not subscribed, though, you should totally subscribe to this channel. That being said, we've got more basketball here. It's just a 3-point lead now for OKC. They did just call a timeout. They have 4 timeouts here remaining. 4 timeouts here remaining. OKC to inbound from the baseline. Looks like it's Jalen Williams, number 6, J-Dub to inbound. The inbound pass coming in, Cason Wallace to run point for the Thunder. Cason Wallace is running now. He's at the far wing. Steps back again to the wing. Steps up into the paint. We'll pass this to McCain. One more, give and go. Hot potato. McCain going to push Vassell off of him, and he'll shoot, and he's going to miss, but a tenacious offensive rebound for OKC. Lou Dort shoots this one, doinks that off the rim. Wemby gets the board. Defensive board for Wembanyama. Stephon Castle now brings it up, gives this to Wemby. Wemby shoots the long-range triple. Good! From the mothership. Wembanyama ties the game. The alien will score again. It's 66-66. Basketball with Shea. Butter passes to the corner. Williams, good on a bucket himself. Jalen Williams makes it 69-66. Giggity, giggity, giggity go. Here is Harper. Harper gives to Wemby. Wemby tries to shake and bake on the dribble package. He passes to Vassell for 3. Vassell, it's good! Now it's raining triples. It's 69-69. All right. Basketball in the hands of the Thunder. Here's a pass, another 3-point shot. Scratch that, a pump fake. Pass to Lou Dort. Jalen Williams, basketball tipped out of bounds. It's OKC ball. Okay. We reset. Dead ball. Tied game. 7:24 left to go. Looks like Alex Caruso going to enter for Cason Wallace here. Caruso was nothing but headaches for San Antonio in game 1. Here's the inbound pass. SGA gives to Caruso. It's up. It's good. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. Great shot from Alex Caruso on the catch and shoot. Here is Harper. Harper to Wemby. Wemby steps up. Wemby pump fakes. He now drives, takes it all the way, shoots this one, misses, gets his own rebound, and jams it down. It's 72-71. OKC up by 1. Shea with the ball. Shea will drive, tries to get in past Champagnie. Bad rotation for the Spurs. Great ball movement for OKC. Caruso going to get stuffed by Wembanyama, and a foul coming in. Wemby draws a foul here. And he said to the official, what the F was that? Don't know what the official saw. Looked like it was a foul right there on Lou Dort. But Wemby had to look up to the official, looked at Tony Brothers, said, what the was that? Anyways, beautiful block from Wembanyama. Lou Dort, super aggressive there. Wemby, when he sat up, he looked at Lou Dort like he was going to go get him. All right, it's Spurs basketball, ladies and gentlemen. Lou Dort did just pick up a foul. Dort now has earned himself a trip to the bench after that foul. Basketball is currently in the hands of the San Antonio Spurs. 3-point shot flies. This one no good for Stephon Castle in the near corner. It's a defensive board here for SGA. Shea will drive. Whistle comes in. It's before any shot, gather, or attempt. Julian Champagnie is charged for a personal foul. Champagnie also has earned himself a trip to the bench after that one. 6 minutes and 24 seconds left to go. Keldon Johnson will check in for him now. Chris says Mario with the Spurs jersey. Yes, sir. Go Spurs, go. 6 minutes and 24 seconds here left to go. The ball has been inbounded. Shea Butter at the 3-point line. Gives this to Chet now. Chet swings to Caruso, wide open. Caruso, good again. Nah. Mitch You need to correct this. You cannot leave Alex Caruso open right now. The dude is a sniper, bro. He is Krillin with the Destructo disc. Here is the drive to the rim. Nice shot there for Stephon Castle. And the basketball is given here to Krillin. Krillin to the right-hand side. He passes this to A.J. Mitchell. Mitchell at the elbow. Mitchell pushed back to the OKC logo. Gives to Shea. Shea uses the screen from Caruso. Here's the pull-up shot for Shea. That's good. Nothing but net. Good shot for Oklahoma City. Okay, 77-73. Ball in the hands right now of Castle. Castle to Vassell. Vassell to Harper. Harper, jab step, drive. Harper. Oh, my goodness. Rejected by Shea. And Shea with a nasty block there. Here's a shot for McCain. It's short off the front of the rim. Wemby fights for the board. He gets it. Wembanyama able to get the rebound. Gives to Castle. Castle, hands coming in. No whistle there for a steal. You hear the objections coming in from Castle. McCain for three. Front of the rim. No good. Fighting for a difficult rebound here. It's an offensive board for OKC. Offensive rebound, OKC. They reset. Shea, spin, shoots, short. Rebounded San Antonio. There's the whistle, and that's going to be a foul. It's Spurs ball. Chet charged with a foul here. So Holmgren picks up number 2. Looks like a timeout called by the Oklahoma City Thunder with 4:50 left to go. Here's the replay. Wow, Shea with a nasty block on Dylan Harper, and Harper went down holding the right hamstring after that. Dylan Harper went down holding the right hamstring after that. Didn't put weight on that as he came down. I think now Dylan Harper is dealing with a hamstring issue, and that's no good for San Antonio. Harper is walking back to the locker room, ladies and gentlemen. Dylan Harper with a right hamstring injury. By the way, we'll take a look at this and see what the deal is. But Dylan Harper now going to the locker room. That leaves us with no point guards. That leaves us with Jordan McLaughlin. Oh, no. Oh, no. We have to run point with Jordan McLaughlin. Oof. No Harper. No Fox. No Fox is one thing. No Fox and no Harper. I don't know how we're going to do this. We might have to switch to playing bigs. We might need to get Luke Cornett out on the floor with Wemby. So no Harper here can be a big issue for us, guys. So put Mitch in, says Coach. Put in Mitch Johnson. Bro, Harper's a rookie. What did SGA block him? Why did SGA block him? Well, because he needed to prevent the points. SGA with a nasty block there as well. By the way, Dylan Harper has been fantastic for a rookie this postseason. Your mug does green screen, says DJ. Does it? No, maybe a little bit. Yeah, maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. Anyways, call Tony Parker. ¿Cómo se dice? Alien en español. Well, it depends on what you say. Most people would say marciano, which would be Martian. Extraterrestre would be, extraterrestrial. But, yeah, alien, I don't know. Specific or direct translation. I always say marciano, which is Martian. Fresh Beats says, I need to stop betting. Well, my friend, Acorns is available for you if you want to start investing instead. Wrong color green, says Mr. Mojo. That is correct. Wemby needs to bring up the ball. Let's see. Let's see. Omni. This is what I dream for. Summer breaks here. School's out, says Shania. What's your take on Aaron Rodgers' announcement officially for the last... man, I think Aaron Rodgers... I think it's time anyways. I don't think he's planning to win a Super Bowl with the Pittsburgh Steelers and Mike McCarthy again. Come on, bro. That's fun. That's funny. But the Pittsburgh Steelers are not the Green Bay Packers with Jordy Nelson and those boys that they had back in the day. It's a very different Aaron Rodgers squad. So here is the look one more time. Looks like, I don't know if it's a ankle or a hamstring or what it was, why Dylan Harper is going down. It looked like he got back on defense, was able to rebound. Then Chet Holmgren wrapped up his ankles there. Looks like Dylan Harper is jogging it back out to the floor. So I think this might be more of a scare than anything else, guys. Dylan Harper is on the sideline. The San Antonio Spurs crew pushed Dylan Harper back into the locker room and said, no, let's take a good look at this. So looks like OKC has been charged with a timeout right now, guys. It's San Antonio Spurs basketball. The score is 77-73. Devin Vassell now has it. Vassell will back up. Vassell gives this out to Stephon Castle. Castle uses a Vassell screen. Step back triple for Castle. Well off the mark. Rebounded by Krillin, a.k.a. Caruso. Caruso gives this to the three-point line. Here's SGA. He shoots in the paint. He will be fouled. Gets the bucket and the foul on one of the weakest foul calls I've ever seen. But okay, we're going to the line. SGA makes a shot from 2 feet out. Stephon Castle going to be charged with a shooting foul here. Here we go. Where was the foul there, ref? I'm curious. Can you show me that one more time? Please, I'd like to see where that foul was. We're at the line. Second free throw, or the and one opportunity is good. It's now 73-80. San Antonio back with the basketball. It's a 7-point game. The Spurs down by 7 here on the road in OKC. Here's a pass to KJ. KJ misses the first shot, gets the rebound, goes up, misses the second shot, tips this in for a third opportunity. KJ, sixth man of the year, gets the shot to go. Back to a 5-point game. Caruso gives to Chet. Chet drives, shoots, scores, gets another bucket, and a foul, and Chet goes to the free throw line to make it a 3-point play. Vassell asking the Spurs to bring it in so they can have a quick conversation here. OKC for life, says username. Destructo Disc, that's it. Solar Flare, Destructo Disc. All of the good ones that Krillin used to have. All right. Paul, I got you, bro. First free throw, or the and one free throw, is good. So Chet has now extended the lead to 8 for the Oklahoma City Thunder. San Antonio running their own version of small ball right now. Devin Vassell with the basketball. Now Luke Cornett is on the floor, so maybe not true small ball. A Devin Vassell shot from the free throw line is good, and it's 83-77. Folks, we've got a 6-point game here in Oklahoma City in the third quarter. Basketball with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander at the three-point line. He's at the top of the key. He breaks Carter Bryant's ankles and knocks down the shot. That is going to be a highlight reel for sure. Carter Bryant on skates right now defensively. Here is the drive for Stephon Castle. Fakes a pass, gives to Cornett, and too much of the boy who cried wolf. It's another turnover here charged to Stephon Castle for being too hesitant. Here's the drive, the pass to Chet. Holmgren to the rim, gets the jam, gets the bucket. 87-77. San Antonio gonna need a timeout here. Wemby gonna look at Mitch Johnson and say, hey, I don't care what you say, Mitch, I'm playing the rest of this game. Hopefully that's what Wemby's saying. Anyways, congratulations to the OKC Thunder right now, who are up by 10 in this game. A lot easier for me to not worry about it since we are up in the series 1-0. There is Chet Holmgren with those hideous calf socks. I don't know what that is, Chet. Why are you doing that? Okay. All right, guys. Quick question. Anybody here watch soccer? Does anybody in the chat watch soccer? Just raise your hand if you've ever watched soccer, if you've been to a soccer game, if you like the World Cup, if that's your style right now. Wemby can run point. Chet hyped. That slam was nasty. Saman says yes. Couple people out here saying no. Looks like Sharp says no. Will says yes. Couple people, right? Mexico. Arsenal says Truman. Netherlands, I see it. Yup, big fan says for Hailstorm. Okay, guys. Well, here's the plug. So right now, guys, we are promoting the World Cup. There will be 3 games that we cover for sure in the World Cup. They're all the USA games. June 12th, USA versus Paraguay. June 19th, USA versus Australia. And June 25th, Turkey versus USA. If you guys are going to be watching the World Cup, we are going to be giving away $100 to someone who can get all of the picks right. So you don't have to do the entire bracket, guys. All I'm asking is for the top 2 teams advancing out of every group. There is a link in the description down below. You can easily just check out the website, footballnationusa.com. But more on that during our next commercial break. Looks like this timeout was handled quickly by the San Antonio Spurs. We're back to the action. Looks like McLaughlin gives this to Barnes. Barnes holding here against Caruso. Barnes will attack. Barnes to the rim. He will be fouled by Caruso. Barnes to shoot 2 shots. Harrison Barnes blows right past Alex Caruso. Earns a trip to the free throw line, and the San Antonio Spurs are officially in the bonus. Officially in the bonus. All right, guys, here's the link in case y'all want to sign up for the World Cup picks. You can just click the link right there, fill out the form. It's free to play, guys, and $100 cash prize. Second free throw coming up for Barnes. Second free throw is good. The score, 87-79. OKC with the basketball. Pass to the right. Looks like it's Shea. Shea gives to Caruso. Caruso alley-oop to Chet. Ooh, that's got to stick in Wemby's craw. Beautiful pass by Alex Caruso. Chet Holmgren able to go upstairs, top shelf for the big fella. Here's McLaughlin. McLaughlin drives, kicks. One more. Wemby at the perimeter. Wemby drives, fakes the pass, kicks McLaughlin for 3. Good! And McLaughlin knocks down the triple. It's 82-89, a 7-point game in Oklahoma. Caruso gives this one to SGA. SGA back to Caruso. Caruso. Backdoor pass, beautiful shot by A.J. Mitchell under the rim, and it's now 91-82. San Antonio down by 9. McLaughlin gives to Vassell. Pump fake, Vassell to Champagnie. Champagnie attacks. Champagnie shoots off the glass. Nice job. The bank's open. The score is 84. San Antonio 91 OKC. Thank you for this super chat right now. We'll read this in a second. Mitchell kicks to the corner. This 3-point shot is up. McCain can't get it to go. Wemby gets the board. Wembanyama rebound. Wemby, Champagnie. Champagnie drives, shoots. No. Yes, a whistle coming in. A foul called right there by SGA. And we go to the line for 2 shots. We'll read this comment. It says, OKC used to be the Seattle Supersonics. Yes, I hope they lose, but I'm rooting for the Knicks because I always wanted to see the Knicks play in Madison Square Garden. Well, if the San Antonio Spurs win this series and New York wins their series, we could get a rematch of the 1999 NBA Finals. Guys, first free throw is going to be a miss. Alex Caruso will be charged for the foul. Julian Champagnie at the line, shooting his second of the 2 shots. He makes free throw number 2. So the score is 91-85. It's a 6-point game. Shea, pass, triple, up, no good. Looks like an defensive rebound here for San Antonio. Vassell gives to McLaughlin. McLaughlin, Vassell for 3. Good! The straightaway triple. It's a 3-point game again. San Antonio sticking around. 54 seconds left to go. A.J. Mitchell pressed up by McLaughlin. Mitchell pressed tightly here by McLaughlin. He's got number 0 in his chest like a cold. Here's the spin. It's going to be stolen by San Antonio. Champagnie gets the steal, gives to Wembanyama. Wembanyama loses the ball. He hits the deck. Looks like a turnover. Wemby loses the ball here. Good effort, good hustle. 3-point game with 36 left to go. It is OKC basketball. Looks like Wemby picks up foul number 3 with 36.6 left to go. Wemby immediately said, I'll take that one, and then took Shea's leg off of him. So OKC ball. Shea's now got it. 33 seconds to go. Shea drives, pulls up and shoots from 12 feet out, knocks that down. It's 88-93. Spurs ball again. 88-93. McLaughlin with it. McLaughlin gives this one inside to Barnes, but it's stolen. Another lazy pass here from San Antonio. But McLaughlin's not really our first string or second string point guard, so got to give him a little credit here. Backed up, bounce pass to Shea. Shea gives this to the right. Here's a three-point shot. Good! Jared McCain. 4.7 left to go. It's 88-96. Here's going to be a three-point desperation shot for McLaughlin. That's no good, and that's the end of the quarter. OKC up by 8 as we enter quarter number 4. Well then, ladies and gentlemen, the question becomes, can the Spurs find a way back in? San Antonio currently trails by 8. Fourth quarter is on the way. Fourth quarter it is. Talk to me, guys. Type Y for yes. Type N for no. Can San Antonio still win? Can San Antonio still win? Or I guess, are the Spurs cooked? Are the Spurs cooked? SGA greater than Wemby, says Jacob. Can Dylan Harper come back? Maybe. Let's see. We could have been up, but my God, we can't hold on to the basketball, says MB Brown. A lot of that is because Stephon Castle is running point. He's not a point guard. That's been a problem all game. It was a problem last game. We should have won last game as well. Watched Subird play Minnesota Lynx one time. After yesterday's game, ... Not with the 3-ball. Football Nation. It's got to be Sarah McLaughlin's son. No, very different McLaughlin out there. Very different McLaughlin out there. Does Wemby have a wrist injury? A wrist injury. Irish wristwatch. No, he does not. Looked like he did on the left hand, the non-shooting hand, but he seems to be okay. Timothy Jett says, cooked, boiled, fried, Spurs are dinner, sir. Frymeister, though, says it's not over. It's not over. No way, says Mike G. Let's go Spurs, says Grayson. Brockamp? What's going on, Jason? Grayson? What's going on, Grayson? Hello. All right, y'all. So, as I was saying earlier, we are giving away $100 for the FIFA World Cup, guys. If y'all want to sign up for that, we'll be covering World Cup games later this postseason. And then, of course, the football season will be coming back around soon. Wednesday, September 9th, is the first game of the 2026 season, the first regular season game. That will be, you heard me right, on a Wednesday. Then Thursday will be our first international game of the season in Australia, Melbourne, Australia, to be precise. San Francisco 49ers at Los Angeles Rams. No international game in Week 2, but in Week 3, the Dallas Cowboys will travel to play a home game in Rio de Janeiro. Then, of course, we've got our London slates with the Jacksonville Jaguars playing 2 incredibly tough games there. I don't know how Jacksonville's going to get it done. Here's hoping that Trevor Lawrence's new haircut is going to give him some superpowers, but what do I know? Football, NFL football is coming soon, guys. It's coming soon. All right. Well, we're waiting for the fourth quarter to get started. It will be San Antonio basketball. Start of the fourth quarter is here. Difficult for San Antonio to come back without Harper. I agree, Ruben. Without Harper, it's a very different story. But I think the Spurs might take the cautious way here unless Harper really, really, really objects. But then it'll be Mitch Johnson's job to save him from himself. San Antonio with the ball. There's the inbound pass, guys. It's Keldon Johnson who's going to run point for a second here. Actually, he gives this to Castle, so it's Castle covered by Caruso. Castle gives to Barnes. Barnes out to Wemby. Wemby feeds inside. Castle under the rim. Couple flybys. Castle going to get the shot to go up and in. 6-point game here in OKC. Scores 96-90. Thunder up by 6. Ihart at the three-point line. Isaiah Joe shoots. No, fakes the three-point shot. Recovered by OKC. That's going to be a Jared McCain shot. That's no good. Defensive board. Champagnie pushes to Castle. Castle gives to Wemby. Wemby for 3. Ew. Ugly shot there, bro. Nasty. Terrible shot for Wembanyama. Defensive rebound for OKC. Looks like Jared McCain. Covered by Champagnie. Gives to Isaiah Hartenstein. Hartenstein tries to turn, tries to get in past Wemby. Easier said than done. McCain now tries to step back triple again. McCain off the back of the rim. Another Julian Champagnie rebound. Rebound Champagnie. Here is Castle. Castle covered by Caruso. Gives to Champagnie. Back to Castle. Castle to the right. Castle to the rim. Castle goes up, shoots, and scores again. Stephon Castle with 22. It's a 4-point game. A.J. Mitchell gives to Hartenstein. Hartenstein covered by Wemby. Wemby out beyond the three-point line. Now he tries to reach in. Isaiah Joe gives to Hartenstein. A pass to Caruso. Caruso to Joe. Joe for 3. That's no good. It's going to be offensive rebound. Offensive board here. Another chance for 3. This one good for McCain. 99-92. It's a 7-point game. OKC desperately needed that one. Really needed this one, so it looks like whistle is going to come in here with 10:01 left to go. Looks like maybe a foul on Isaiah Joe. Stephon Castle had his hair pulled. Bro, what? Isaiah Hartenstein yanked on Castle's dreads and almost dropped him to the ground. And no whistle for that. No whistle for that. Okay, Castle gives to Champagnie. Pump fake. Castle gets it. Castle gives to Barnes. Barnes climbs the baseline. Barnes will pass. It's going to be intercepted here by the Thunder. Thunder on the attack. Here's the drive for McCain. McCain will shoot. McCain will miss. It's a defensive board for Wembanyama. Wemby will bring it up now. He's at the three-point line. Gets right past Hartenstein. Hartenstein plays good defense. Wemby misses and then cleans up the missed shot. It's 99-94. San Antonio down by 5. A.J. Mitchell. Mitchell on the move now. He's at the perimeter. Mitchell gives to Ihart. Another shot over Wemby. That's no good. Defensive rebound, San Antonio. San Antonio on the run. Stephon Castle to the right. Castle looks, surveys, finds Barnes. Barnes over Caruso. Good! Barnes for 3. It's a 2-point game. 9:05 left to go. Go, Spurs, go. It is 97-99. San Antonio trails by just 2 here. Incredible play by Victor Wembanyama. Wemby up to 19 right now. That's the second time in this game where he misses with the right and finishes with the left, getting his own rebounds. Let me see, says Y Trends. Bang, bang, let's go Spurs. Close the gap, says Evan. Go Spurs. OMG, says Jackson. Where's Dylan Harper? Injury for Dylan Harper. Now imagine if San Antonio wins this game and there is no De'Aaron Fox and no Dylan Harper. Ooh. What does that say about OKC? What does that say about the Oklahoma City Thunder if San Antonio ends up winning this game with no starting point guard and no backup point guard? This will be interesting. I put on my 2K. You put on 2K for the Spurs? Go Spurs, go. Only reason the game is close, says Shoop. All the turnovers, for sure. 1 million turnovers. Unless you're saying it's Wemby. When did he get injured? He got injured probably towards the start or midway through that third quarter. is when Harper went down. Crap, Harper is injured. Yeah, guys, he went up. Looks like he came down and immediately was holding that hamstring, the right hamstring. Then on the very next play, down on this end of the court, he got wrapped up with Chet Holmgren. Looks like the legs got kind of twisted up there. Now, he went back to the locker room for a second to try to walk it off, and then when he jogged back to the bench, the Spurs personnel stopped him, turned him around, and pushed him back to the locker room to take a closer look at it. So it looks like he wants to play, but the Spurs being up 1-0 in this series, I think they're going to take the cautious road here. Because for San Antonio, man, they don't care about y'all's parlays. Sorry, not sorry. They want to win this game. Not just this game. They want to win this series. So, okay. Where is Chet? That's a good question. Chet's not out there right now. Coach asking, is Harper out for the game? I don't have an update. All I know is that his well, this is a really long commercial break. Like a really long commercial break. I don't know what they're doing or what they're looking at. I got 9:05 left to go. There we go. Okay, we're getting back. Wemby's choking. Bring back Pop before it's 3-1, says Shiesty Mob. Wemby's got 19 and 14. How is he choking? What? Shiesty Mob? He's got a double-double with 14 rebounds and 19 points with 9 minutes left to play. I think he's fine, brother. I think he's fine. Okay, commercial break seems to be just about over. 9:05 here left to go. Couple substitutions checking onto the floor for the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's a 2-point game right now. 99-97. Insta, yeah, you saw that hair pull. Not a single whistle. I bet he'll be fined for that. Or the NBA is going to come up with some ridiculous hair rules so that doesn't happen anymore. Okay, OKC with the basketball. Looks like a whistle going to come in right now. SGA is going to be, looks like, fouled here. 8:59 left to go. Is that a foul on SGA or against SGA? 3 timeouts remaining for the, looks like both sides should have 3. It's OKC ball. Let's start this thing again. 99-97, top of the screen, Jared McCain. McCain at the Paycom Center logo gets pushed back here. He's now at the half-court line. He's going to get tripped up. He almost loses the ball. We end up with a jump ball here. Looks like it's going to be Castle and McCain jumping at the circle on the left-hand side, guys. So jump ball coming in. Jared McCain lost his balance, hit the deck. Stephon Castle put his hands in there. He wanted to get the jump ball. And McCain begging for a foul, not going to get it. He's going to have to earn it here. Jump ball coming in now. San Antonio, face-off, jump ball, won by OKC. OKC wins the tip-off here. It's SGA, gives to McCain. McCain tries to drive. He's in the paint. Lots of pressure. Passes back to Cason Wallace. Shot clock down to 1. Caruso out of time. Shoots from super deep range. That's going to be up in the air. That's going to be, looks like, a foul before the rebound here. So looks like a defensive foul. San Antonio had a real clean chance to get a defensive rebound. Great effort by Cason Wallace to try to get that board. And good call by Tony Brothers to blow the whistle there. Okay. So, inbound pass. Basketball with OKC. Cason Wallace from downtown knocks down the tray. San Antonio back down by 5. 102-97. Ball to the right-hand side. It is Barnes to Wemby. Wemby for 3. No. It's a defensive board. Rebound, OKC, Wemby, early shot clock triple. I don't like that. Here's McCain for 3. Off the backboard, and God! How did he knock down that shot? What should have been an air ball if it wasn't a straightaway tray. Even he can't believe it. Back to an 8-point game. Castle gives to Wemby. Wemby kicks to Champagny. One more wide open. KJ, no, air ball. Rebound SGA. SGA gives this to Wallace. Wallace back to SGA. And Shea and the Oklahoma City Thunder currently up by 8. Shea is going to shoot. The officials say that's going to be a foul before the shot. We'll see who is charged with this one. Stephon Castle will be charged with it. That's foul number 3 for him. 4 minutes left to go. SGA so close to going down there on the sideline. Castle going to be charged with the foul on SGA. Beautiful. I mean, how McCain got that shot up off the backboard that way, that's redonk. There's the inbound pass. OKC now has it once again. Hardenstein gives this to McCain. McCain at the perimeter gives this to Caruso. Caruso now attacks. Pump fake. Shot is up. There's the whistle. Caruso goes to the line for 2. Julian Champagny will be charged with the foul. So 7:22 left to go. San Antonio trails by 8. San Antonio without De'Aaron Fox. Potentially out as well tonight is Dylan Harper for the rest of the night after suffering a hamstring injury. Caruso at the free throw line knocks down the first of the 2, making it a 9-point game with 7:22 left to go. 7:22 here left to go. It's 106-97. 106-97. 18-0 run is needed right now, says T Nasty. Second free throw for Caruso is good. Added the points on the wrong side. It's 107-97. It's Spurs basketball down by 10. Basketball currently in the hands of Stephon Castle. The officials call this one a backcourt violation. Stephon Castle pressed up right now at the half-court line. Not paying attention here. Stephon Castle, that's it. Yeah, absolutely. Tony Brothers right there, eyes like a hawk. It's going to be a backcourt violation for San Antonio. It's now OKC ball. San Antonio didn't care if they won this game or not. It feels that way. Shea shoots a triple. That's no good. Wemby can't get the rebound. It's an offensive board. Shea tries again. Shea shoots. That's no good. It's an offensive rebound. Hardenstein. Hardenstein is fouled now by Vassell. So now Hardenstein will go to the line for 2 shots. Looks like another super coming in right here. Let's tell the guy who put 2,000 about action, or about acorns, he says. Let's tell the guy who bet 2,000 about acorns. We'll tell them at the end of this one. We'll tell them at the end. 107-97. OKC starting to separate here in quarter number 4. First free throw is good. Isaiah Hardenstein at the line shooting shots. All right, update. Dylan Harper and Jalen Williams are officially ruled out, says Falcon Grad. It's time, Wemby, says Arch. I agree, but he's got to not shoot these 3-point shots. He needs to actually attack the paint, attack the rim. Isaiah Hardenstein knocks down both of those shots. It's going to be a 12-point lead here with 7 minutes left to go. Here's to the right. It is going to be Castle. Castle almost loses it. It goes to Keldon Johnson. Johnson is pressured here. Gives to Wemby. Wide open from 3. No good. Chet looks like it's going to be a foul again. In the bonus, the Oklahoma City Thunder will go to the line here. So a loose ball foul on Keldon Johnson. Chet goes to the line to shoot 2. It is OKC ball. Spurs down by 12. Thunder currently on a 10-0 run in the last 1 minute and 46 seconds. It was close. OKC found a way to separate. OKC found a way to separate. Free throw number 1 is no good. Chet is going to miss the first of the 2 shots. Unlock yourself, says Javier. Why is Wemby shooting so many threes? I mean, he's looking for those opportunities. He's taken 7 3-point shots in this game. He's only knocked down 3. That being said, it's still at 40-ish%, so 30 plus, just under 40%. Second free throw for Chet is good. It is 110-97. It's Spurs basketball. 110-97. Stephon Castle to the left. Spurs need points. They need him quick. Castle, pass, Vassell, hot hand, shoots, scores! Vassell makes it a 10-point game. San Antonio gets 3 points back. It's SGA with the basketball. He'll give to Ihart. Ihart tries to drive, shoots over Wemby. Wemby will swat it away. Looked like a goaltend, but no whistle. Here's a pass to the three-point line. This goes up. This is good again. Back-to-back trays for San Antonio, and we're back to a 7-point game. OKC with the ball. OKC to the left gives to Chet. Chet makes the attack to the rim. He'll go up and shoot over. Looks like he tried to shoot that over Keldon Johnson. It's an offensive rebound by Isaiah Hardenstein, and OKC at the perimeter will work their range. Ihart, another shot, this time over Wemby. It's up, it's in, it's good. It's 112-103. San Antonio down by 9 with 5:35 left to go. Stephon Castle has the ball poked away. Castle is going to be fouled on the play by Cason Wallace. 5:32 here left to go. It's going to be Spurs ball. Timeout will be called, San Antonio. I mean, Cason Wallace got a piece of that. Almost another turnover for Castle. Bro, your dribbles need some work, my guy. You need to train with Curry or something. But your dribble work needs some work, bro. I don't know what's going on with Stephon Castle, but something has to change. Okay, 112-103. San Antonio now has 2 timeouts remaining. Someone hit the F key. Margie says, OMG. Falcon Grad, I see you, brother. OTT, overtime again. OKC, let's go Spurs. They be mixing up a little rugby with basketball today, says Gimbal. Agreed, Wemby got this. Wemby greater than SGA. Let's see, this is not going to overtime, says Coach. I don't think so, Coach. I think OKC is too good of a team to really blow this lead. I think they'll find a way to hang on to it. I think San Antonio has – here's the ESPN analytics. They've got OKC – at 94% chance to win this game, up by 9 right now. I personally have OKC at 75% chance to win this game right now. So there is a lot of time left. 5.5 minutes with a 9-point game. Bro, that's 3 possessions in 5 minutes. This could go one way or the other on the drop of a hat. That being said, guys, here's the quick look again. Quick look at the series schedule. San Antonio Spurs 112, OKC 115 in the first game of this series. It did go to overtime. A very good game. A very good game indeed. So taking a look right here, guys, I don't know, man. Wouldn't surprise me if this went to overtime. Reading some of these comments right now. Wemby I trust. Reading some more of those comments out there. Anyways, what do you guys think? Do you think that this is, do you think it's over or not? Do you think it's over or not? Castle needs ball handling training badly, says Javon. Easy breakfast. Go Spurs go. And Wemby we trust. Let's go Thunder. Alien go, go, go. OKC are former champions. Yes, they are. AKC are former champions. Yes, they are. All right, guys, give me a quick second here. Let's see. Mojo says, nah. It's not over till it's over. Federico says, no. OKC, 9KC, Spurs easy. In Wemby I trust, says Kazu. It's not over. Reading all of these today, man. Blaming Kazel when you're losing, says Jacob. I'm sorry, bro. Is there someone else on the San Antonio Spurs team who has 7 turnovers today? Because I don't think so. It's kind of hard not to blame Stephon Castle here, especially considering the fact that He has been asked to step up here, man. He has been asked to step up. We'll see what happens, though. Spurs still down by 9. The commercial break is just about over. These last fourth quarter timeouts seem to be really long breaks here. Wemby needs to step up. Needs to stop shooting threes, says Peter. I'm with that. Wemby, Vassell, and Castle all about to break 20 points. But the rest of the Oklahoma City Thunder, the entire squad, is firing today. Here we go. San Antonio to inbound now. There's the inbound pass. Spurs with the ball here. Here's a run to the right side. It's Castle, gives to KJ. KJ eyes the rim, gives to Champagnie. Champagnie at the three-point line gives to Castle. Castle, step back triple. It's up. Castle, no good. It's an offensive rebound by Keldon Johnson. Bucket and the foul! A potential three-point play here. Looks like it's 112 to 105. And we're going to the free throw line for an and one opportunity. And one opportunity for Keldon Johnson. Big free throw here. It's a 7-point game. This to make it a 2-possession game. That free throw is no good. It's going to be a defensive board here for Isaiah Hartenstein. 5 minutes and 11 seconds left to go, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to turn this up. Here's a pass to the left. It's in the hands of Shea. Shea going to drive. Shea going to shoot. Shea going to score. Shea gets a bucket there. It's 114 to 105. San Antonio trails by 9. Castle to the right. Castle at the near wing. Gives, gets. Right back to him. Gives to Wemby. Wemby covered by Ihart. Wemby, pass. Champagnie's triple. Oh, no good. Off the backboard, off the rim. Off the backboard again and into the hands of OKC. 4:34 to go. A.J. Mitchell on the OKC logo. Mitchell gives to SGA. SGA at the three-point line. Pass to the wing. One more pass here and a give to the three-point line again. A.J. Mitchell shoots the triple. That's no good. Offensive board for the Oklahoma City Thunder once again. These extended possessions, a three-point shot. SGA, no! Offensive board again for Ihart. Gives to SGA. SGA in the corner, covered by Castle. Castle gets the shot up. That's another rim rocker for Oklahoma City. Robbed as it goes in and out. It's Spurs basketball. A kick to KJ for three. Good! 108-114. OKC currently with the lead here, up by 6. A.J. Mitchell to the right. A.J. Mitchell to the Paycom Center logo. Mitchell covered by Castle. Mitchell to the straightaway. He now attacks. Hands coming in. He'll drive, shoot, and miss. Miss again. Hartenstein can't get the tip in. A whistle going to be called here. We'll see who this one's going to go against. Looks like it's a foul against San Antonio. Julian Champagnie picks up foul number 3. They're calling it a shooting foul, and Ihart will go to the line for 2 shots. So Isaiah Hartenstein going to the line for 2 shots. They're showing this. That's clearly a foul there on Julian Champagnie. That's the right call by the official. Also the right move by Champagnie as Hartenstein misses free throw number 1. No points. At most, half points now for OKC. 114 to 108. Hartenstein with the ball at the free throw line, shooting 1 more. In the bonus, second free throw, also no good. Another Wembanyama rebound. Wemby gets the pull down. It's San Antonio on the attack. Castle to the right, inside to KJ. KJ to Champagnie for 3. No! It's popped up in the air. Over the back foul here. Devin Vassell, an aggressive attempt to get the pull down, will commit a foul in the process, and SGA will go to the line to shoot 2. I love the chase down by Vassell, but that's clearly a foul. That's not SGA foul baiting. he earned that trip to the line. So 2 shots coming up right now. My gosh, Vassell, you got some hops, bro. SGA shooting 2, guys. 114 to 108. It's a 6-point game. 3 minutes left to play. First free throw is good for Shea. First free throw is good for Shea. OKC at the line. Another free throw coming up. Both shots good at the line. Let's start the clock. San Antonio with possession. It's Castle. Castle at the OKC logo. Castle will drive. He's under the rim. He's going to be, it looks like a whistle comes in. It's going to be a foul here. Looks like it's on SGA with 2:56 left to go. So, a foul here. SGA picks up foul number 4 on the day. It's okay. 4 fouls on the day. He's got plenty of time. Spurs going down, says OCC. There's the inbound pass to Stephon Castle. And they're going to call this a double dribble. They're going to call this out of bounds. They're calling it a turnover on Castle again. Dude, you're killing us, Stephon. Bro, you got to figure out how to control that basketball. It's like the greased up watermelon. Here we go. An 8-point game. 20 turnovers today for the San Antonio Spurs. Here's a shot for SGA. That is going to miss. Vassell gets the rebound. Defensive board by Vassell. Wembanyama now attacks. Wemby goes up and shoots. He'll miss the opening shot. There's a box out for A.J. Mitchell. Great box out there for the OKC side. Here's a look to Mitchell. Mitchell to Krillin, a.k.a. Caruso. Back to Mitchell. Mitchell drives, shoots, scores. That might have been it, guys. It's a 10-point game with 2:10 left to go. Not feeling overly confident here. Need some buckets, need them now with 2 minutes left to play. To the right, Castle, Vassell, hot hand again. Good! 7-point game with 1:57 left to go. Full court press defense for San Antonio. There's the inbound pass. Cason Wallace gives to A.J. Mitchell. Mitchell at the OKC logo. Mitchell turns left. It's tipped here by Castle, recovered by SGA. SGA at the 3-point line. Shot clock down to 6. He shoots. No good. Wemby gets the rebound, gives this out to Champagnie, and the Spurs have it again. Vassell gives to Champagnie. Pass, Wemby at the rim, shoots. Wemby scores. 1:25 left to play. It's a 5-point game here. Spurs back on defense. OKC with the ball. A.J. Mitchell gives to SGA. SGA pressed up on right now. SGA looks like it's an offensive foul, a push-off. It's Spurs ball. Spurs basketball with 1:15. SGA charged with a push-off. The super chat came in saying this is why Fox is so important at this moment right now, says Z. Peter. SGA with the backwards hand swipe. Spurs with the basketball. Huge opportunity for San Antonio. Castle almost loses it, gives it to Vassell for 3 off the side of the backboard. It's going to be an offensive board for San Antonio. Here's a pass. Bad pass inside. Castle, I'm about to go out there and slap you. I am so sick of your turnovers here, dude. A.J. Mitchell is now down holding his right quadricep, folks. A.J. Mitchell for the Oklahoma City Thunder is down on the ground talking to Tony Brothers. He's looking at the right quadricep. The clock is stopped. He'll be picked up. He's going to, could have been just some incidental contact there. Looked like just some incidental contact, so I think he'll be okay. All right, guys, 1:01 left to go. A beautiful opportunity squandered by Stephon Castle. He is going to be shaking his head at that play right there for the rest of this series. That being said, Thunder have called a timeout. They have 1 remaining, guys. 1 remaining. Mr. Mojo says that everyone is gassed. Is Mario going to have to slap Castle? I'm going to have to smack some sense into my boy, dude. Wemby trying to get his zen from those Chinese monks right now. Trying to rein in that kung fu. But I tell you, man, the biggest reason that OKC will win this game, if they win this game, 21 turnovers today. Guys, they had 32, OKC with 32 assists, 9 turnovers. San Antonio, 22 assists, 21 turnovers. That is terrible. That is just terrible. 21 turnovers is unacceptable. I don't care if you don't have your point guard. That's unacceptable. You cannot win basketball games giving it away 21 times. You have more turnovers today than free throws attempted. That's ridiculous. And, you know, some of them were great interceptions by OKC. Other ones, terrible, terrible, terrible point guard play by a guard, shooting guard, that shouldn't be playing point guard. Anyways, enough of my complaining. OKC with the basketball. It's Caruso to inbound. Final few seconds of this game. Caruso will inbound it to McCain. McCain at the OKC logo. It's currently a 2-possession game. A bucket here would make it a 3-possession game. At the OKC logo, McCain. Bounce pass to SGA. SGA drive. Step back. This elbow jump shot. Good for SGA. It's 120 to 113. 120 to 113. No timeout being called here by the Spurs. Spurs going to run it. There's the inbound pass. There's the give. Here's the move. A pass to the three-point line. Back to Castle. Castle shoots the triple. Castle, no good. It's going to be a defensive board. San Antonio not going to commit those fouls here in garbage time. The score is 120 to 113. Here's Caruso. Caruso to the rim. Caruso basically going to ice this game. 122 to 113. Looks like San Antonio going to use this timeout. Seems more like an optics thing than an actual attempt to win. 113 to 122. San Antonio fought admirably in this game. But we'll be coming back to San Antonio with a tied series 1-1. As far as the Spurs are concerned, they've done their job. They let OKC know, hey, we got your number. We pushed you to double overtime without our starting point guard, and we kept this to a single-digit deficit the entire game, except for 1 or 2 moments where Thunder went up by 11 or so. But I'm okay with the way San Antonio's played, given the injuries. One timeout remaining for San Antonio. We'll get the inbound pass. Probably a quick 3-point shot. If it goes in, we play. If it doesn't, they'll let them dribble it out, is my guess. All right. I see you guys in the chat getting real chippy. Hey, we Spurs fans, we're better than that. You give what you got, and if all they got is trash to talk, man, that's what they got. Trash people have trash things to say. It's okay. Congratulations to the Oklahoma City Thunder. Everybody gets one. But we're coming back to San Antonio, bro. And it's going to be a challenge, especially if Fox is back in. Won't be gifting you guys the basketball 25 times in a game. Vassell from desperation 3. That goes up. That's no good. It's a defensive board here. And it looks like OKC going to hold right now. Here's a bounce pass. OKC is going to hold, guys. It looks like this will be the end of the game. Congratulations to the Oklahoma City Thunder fans. Hey, guys, y'all won by 9. It didn't go to overtime, but don't feel too confident because we were undermanned in this game and we were on the road. San Antonio plays really well at home. We'll see how OKC handles La Fiesta. Well, guys, that's your final score. Final score is 122 to 113. I got 10 p.m. here Central Standard Time. You know what? I'm going to hang out with you guys for just a little bit. Here's a quick word from our sponsors one final time, guys. If you blew your parlay, listen up, man, because I got you covered with this link. There's a link in the description down below as well. Give me 60 seconds. I actually went and got myself something to drink for a nightcap with you guys. I'll bring it upstairs, and we can do 15 minutes together. Be right back. Hang tight.
Bro, I just whiffed so bad on my parlay again.
Bro, what? How much is that now?
I don't know, like $500?
Dude, are you serious? Are you still gonna be able to pay the rent?
I mean, I guess. I just have to win my money back.
Yeah, but you're like super stressed out and now you're trying to get right back to where you started.
Yeah, and?
Bro, you gamble $100 every single week. That's $5,200 a year.
What?
If you took that money and invested it every single month over 30 years because of compound interest, you'd have like $2 million, bro.
Bro, that's not true, dude. That's cap, bro. That's cap.
Dude, I'm serious, bro. I'm dead serious. Okay, $2 million, dude. Yeah, okay, bro. No, I'm telling you, bro. Look, check it out. Look, check it out. I started using Acorns, and it just does all of the investing for me automatically. You can do like $5 a day or $10 a day or whatever you're willing to put in. In your case, I guess $100 a week.
Okay, but why would I do that when I could just hit this 10-leg parlay and just win $10,000 right now?
Dude, you're not hitting a 10-leg parlay.
All right, fine. I'll download the app. But when I hit this 10-leg parlay, bro, I'm deleting it immediately.
Bro, you're not hitting a 10-leg parlay.
I'm hitting
You're
this
not
10-leg
hitting. You're not
this
hitting a
10-leg
10-leg parlay. That's just not happening.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna hit this 10-leg parlay.
You're an idiot.
All right, guys. Well, a lot to talk about, I guess. Crazy game, man. It's going to be sensitive. I am running up and down the stairs. I am out of breath. Had to run up and down the stairs. I definitely need to get a refrigerator in here, but who keeps whiskey? Who keeps scotch in a fridge? Got to keep it in the cabinet downstairs. Folks, it's the end of the day. It's been a good day. Not a great day. Would have been a great day had San Antonio won. Midori, I see what you're saying. I've never seen you so angry. I want to slap another man. It was more of a turn of phrase there, O'Shea. Jacqueline says, I like the sportsmanship. Me too. I agree with that. My parlay hit. Good game, says David. Well done. 10-leg parlay trifecta, says Mr. Mojo. Spurs lost this game to themselves, not by the other team. I agree. XOXO. Late night with Mario. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are hanging out with us and you want to enjoy a little drink, we do one at the end of these games. So we'll be hanging out for just about 15, maybe 20 minutes here. In case you're curious, it is the Belvini Double Wood, aged 12 years. Just so y'all know. Well, San Antonio, we lost the game. Here's to my boys. Go Spurs, go. We'll get them next time. Spurs in 6 should be in Game 5, but I'm sure the refs will make sure that OKC wins one more, says Chris. I wish I had more money in my Acorns account. I'd have $500,000, says MR Lil AR1. Well, it's meant to be a long-term play, so we're going to read some of these comments right now. DJ Jean said Scotch. I called it. Why do you think the Spurs lost in a break it down for us? Yeah, South America, for Christ. There's one thing. There's one thing and one thing only. The San Antonio Spurs lost because they could not control the basketball. 21 turnovers in this game. 22 assists. 21 turnovers in this game. So net assists in this game, 1. 1 net assist in this game for the San Antonio Spurs. Meanwhile, on the other side, the Oklahoma City Thunder, 34 assists to just 9 turnovers. So you can do the math on that, man. 25 net assists for the Oklahoma City Thunder. We couldn't control the basketball. 8 turnovers for Castle, 6 turnovers for Wemby, 3 for Harper, 2 for Champagny. I mean, it's crazy. It's ridiculous. Excuse me, that's actually not even accurate. It's worse than that. It's 9 turnovers for Castle, 1 for Harper, 4 for Wemby, 1 for Vassell, 2 for Barnes, 2 for Bryant, 1 for Johnson, 1 for McLaughlin. Everybody gifting the basketball away, and half of them, almost half of them, was Stephon Castle's fault. I know some of y'all saying, oh, you're blaming Stephon Castle for this. Bro, he gave the ball away 9 times. He alone had as many turnovers as the entire Oklahoma City Thunder team. So, yes, I can firmly blame Stephon Castle. Just awful. Just awful. How bad is Harper's injury? That's a great question. Well, it looked like initially he felt it right away. He reached back, grabbed the hamstring, got back to play defense, and then got injured on the ensuing play on the defensive end of the floor. He was able to jog it out and run around out there, but, I mean, you know, number 2 overall pick in the NBA draft, it's probably smart to treat him like that. So, we'll see. Castle is the turnover issue. He almost lost them game 1 and lost game 2. That last turnover dude was down, hurt, and he could have pulled, 100%. 100%, Chavos, 100%. 23 turnovers, Jalen Williams, Dylan Harper likely out for at least game 3. Fox is much needed. We need to take care of the basketball and we'll win the series, says Obi-Wan. Infinite says, I told y'all Spurs sold. The mission was to steal 1. Injury is a part of the game. Rest up. See you in game 3. I like that. I like that. Spurs, minimize your turnovers, specifically Castle. Specifically Castle. Let's see. Chachos, says Paris. We don't go to Chachos anymore. Reading some more of these comments. In Fox We Trust, says 156 Giants. OKC and the refs were rigged because Hardenstein holding down Wemby. I mean, it was bad for both sides, man. I saw San Antonio Spurs fouls left and right as well that were not being called in favor of OKC. One of the craziest fouls that was not called was the hair pull. Isaiah Hardenstein pulling on the dreads of Stephon Castle. What a missed opportunity. South America says, but I think you got to respect the defensive OKC. It's not just a bunch of turnovers. It's amazing defense. Well, we can actually talk about that. We can look at it deeper if we want to. Overall, I will say this team, as far as steals, they came up with 14 of them. So, 14 steals is definitely credit to the Oklahoma City Thunder. But you had 13 steals, right? You gave up 13, right? Is that the number here? Steals for the team? 14. 14 steals for the Oklahoma City Thunder. That's still 7 turnovers that San Antonio committed completely on their own. Completely on their own. 7 turnovers just completely on their own. Still, you're absolutely right, dude. That's a lot of steals. 14 steals if we look at the numbers just specifically for OKC defensively. OKC's defense on average is getting just 10 steals per game. So they increased that by 40% today against the San Antonio Spurs. But that's how you're supposed to respond. You're the defending champions. You lost game 1 in your own crib. Now it's San Antonio's job to defend home court and not end up like the Minnesota Timberwolves, who lost back-to-back games. Okay, can't win them all. OKC going to have a hard time stealing one in San Antonio, says Bradley. What's the series here? Who's ahead? Well, it's now 1-1. Ladies and gentlemen, the series is now 1-1. And there's the update above my head. No longer in the bonus. We'll leave the possession there so y'all know who won. Awesome game. Thunder maintained their lead. Micah says good night. NBA pushing for Game 7s. Agreed. 14 steals. No big deal, says. Yeah, seriously, right? No big deal, just 14 steals in a 48-minute game. That's crazy. Who was talking about cashing out 11 racks on the Yanks game? That's crazy. Get the ball to Wemby in the paint, easy buckets. You know, they did a great job putting Isaiah Hardenstein on Wembanyama as opposed to Chet or any of the other small guys. Wemby did kind of get locked down here today. Wemby also took, in my opinion, 3 too many three-point shots. Why they pull Castle's dread? Good question. You're not hitting a 20-leg parlay, bro. You're not. It's not happening. Fox needs to man up and play. Yeah, that ankle tenderness, question mark. By what metric would OKC have a hard time getting a win in Texas if they led the game the entire time? I don't know or remember when the Spurs led the game ever. Well, the San Antonio Spurs led the game a few times throughout this one, and we called all those lead changes, especially in the first quarter. However, Thunder did have the lead for the majority of this game, Commando. They did have the lead for the majority of this game. It was an 80% lead for them, 14% for San Antonio, and the remaining 6% was tied basketball game. I mean, it was just – look, here's a quick look at this. I'll bring this up real quick so you guys can see that. Still got almost 3,000 people watching. Love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. There we go. Okay, so here's a look at it. Here's the actual largest lead of the night for both sides. San Antonio, 5 points, 13 points at the end of this game. Was the largest lead of the night for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Percent lead, 80% for OKC, 14% for San Antonio. So there were some times where the Spurs had the lead, but this, bro, this is unacceptable. This turnovers mark is unacceptable. So that's what cost the Spurs this game. As far as field goal percentage, San Antonio shot the basketball better. 3-point percentage and free throw percentage, San Antonio was better today. The numbers do not lie. You can interpret them differently, but the numbers do not lie. San Antonio, from the floor, offensively, was the better team when it came to shooting the basketball. But the game's not all about shooting the ball. You got to pass, you got to dribble, you got to be smart, you got to play defense. And even though the offense was shooting the ball well, other areas of the game suffered, specifically controlling the basketball. And that's why we lost. So, to whoever said, I don't know how the Spurs could, that's your answer right there. The Spurs were better in this game. The Spurs beat themselves in turnovers. OKC wins the game on both ends, says John Jor. Turn around every now and then. I need turn around. If they stop chucking up threes, they can stay. Dude, I'm not even worried about the three-point shots. I'm okay if they're shooting the ball at 40% from downtown. Stop giving them the basketball. Stop. That's it. That's what you need to do to win this game. If you eliminate half of those turnovers, I wonder if there's a – hold on. Let's see if there's a detailed analysis here as far as points off of turnovers. Total turnovers, points conceded off of turnovers. San Antonio – check this out. I'll bring this up. Here it is. I got it for you right here, bro. Take a look at this. Points conceded off turnovers. San Antonio gave up 27 points off of turnovers. 27 points off of those 21 turnovers. If they had cut those turnovers by half, this would be a very different game. You see what I'm saying? It was 100% the turnovers. Points in the paint, San Antonio wins. Fast break points, San Antonio wins. Looks like fouls, both teams with 21. Looking at assists, advantage to OKC. Free throw percentage, San Antonio wins. Rebounds, San Antonio wins. Both offensive and defensive rebounds. Up and down the floor, the Spurs were better except for that one key crucial stat. And, of course, steals in this game. Shout out to the Oklahoma City Thunder for picking our pockets. That's just facts, guys. Those are the numbers. The numbers don't lie. San Antonio, twice the number of blocks in this game. But, all these stats are just stats. The only stat that really matters is the final score. And Spurs got beat. Okay. 21 turnovers is a lot, David. It is a lot. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, says East Bay Verge. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, brother. You're right. Peace says simple math. 21 turnovers times possible 2 points equals 42 points, baby. That's true. But, not every turnover will result in points after that. But at least the numbers are actually there, which is cool that ESPN gives us that. If McLaughlin had been the main ball handler, do you think there would have been less turnovers? No. I think he's too inexperienced. I like McLaughlin. I think Harper going down played a big part in this game. And I think Mitch Johnson needs to really, really think about what the plan is with Stephon Castle and his ability to protect the basketball. I wonder if Pop is going to come back and watch that as well. Yeah, regular season means squat diddly. You bet Oklahoma City team that was not healthy every time you played them. Don't forget, says Co. Let's see. It was turnovers. They out-rebounded OKC. Higher field goal percentage. Stats don't lie. Spurs lost this on their own. I agree. 100%. 100%. Spurs need Wemby to be legendary each game to be OKC. Not a good formula this early. So then my question to you, John Joe Jr., if Wemby is that valuable to the San Antonio Spurs, why didn't he win MVP? Because if SGA is less of a factor than Victor Wembanyama, don't you think that Wemby should have won that award? Great game, OKC, says Mary. Can't teach someone how to play point guard in the finals. Hey, you're right about that, Cold Cannon. You are right about that. Good night, Courtney. You have a great night. It is 10:23 right now. We'll stick around until 10:30. Got a few minutes here left. You're right. It says Burn. What happened to the paint game tonight? We still won the battle in the paint. Ask the voters and their bias, says John Joe. OKC is favored to win this series. Pressure is on them to deliver. Spurs are playing with nothing to lose. I also agree with that. I think that if the Spurs are eliminated at this point, it was a good year for San Antonio regardless. I do think that the majority of the country is going to be upset that OKC is going to back-to-back finals. I personally would be upset if San Antonio doesn't advance, but I'm still proud of what this unit has been able to accomplish. Luka Doncic was robbed, says Mr. Mojo. 44 turnovers in 2 games, 20 from Castle, says Chavo. Brutal, dude. Brutal. Here's the super that comes in. Basketball is a game of runs. 21 turnovers aren't going to get you a win. Excited for the next game. Agreed, Snoob. Agreed. For sure. Castle needs help from the other Spurs player. I think he's got plenty of help from the other Spurs players, man. The other players, it's not like they didn't show up today. For instance, if we look at the box score for today, I mean, Castle had 25, Vassell had 22, Wemby had 21. So you had multiple players put up 20 points. The bench didn't show up today. Keldon Johnson shot at, 33% from the floor here in OKC. Keldon Johnson, 4 of 12. Harrison Barnes only took 2 shots. Luke Cornett only took 2 shots. Carter Bryant was on the floor for 10 minutes, didn't take a single shot. But you know what? Most of those 10 minutes, the Spurs had to play defense because Castle kept giving the damn ball away. So that's how I feel about that, guys. We'll have more basketball again tomorrow. Looks like we're running out of time. We got about 5 minutes left. I know my wife is downstairs waiting for me. I let her know that we'd be up here till 10:30. Anybody got any final thoughts, questions? They don't have to be about basketball or anything related to this game, guys. Y'all can ask me anything y'all want. Let's see. Mario, do you see the internet comparing Wemby to all the bald-headed goats? I did, Adam. I did see that. What's going on? Have you been in the chat this whole game, Adam? Welcome back, sir. Welcome back. I have faith in Mitch Johnson. Me too. XO saying OKC defending champs. They shouldn't be fighting this hard versus an inexperienced team everyone counted out early in the season. Champagne needs to hit a shot this series. It's even. See you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. Thunder going to win the series 4-1? I don't think so. What should I invest my money in, says Calico Matt. Calico Matt, there's not enough context around that to answer that question honestly. First of all, I'm not a financial advisor, so I wouldn't advise you in any way or the other. What I would suggest that you do is as much research as you can and find out things that you like, dude. Like, for instance, if you're really into cars and someone asks you to invest into computers, why would you invest into computers if you know nothing about it? If you're really into computers and someone says, hey, I've got this candle op that's happening right now, bro, don't invest into candles if you don't know what candles market is like. Knowledge is power. Power is change. You can change your life with the more knowledge you have. So just set your money and you know what's funny? I actually heard this the other day. I'm not going to tell you my thoughts for investing your money. What I'm going to tell you is this, and this might be controversial for some of you guys. Money is a cruel mistress. If you don't keep an eye on her, she will leave you for someone else. You have to keep track of your finances. It's that simple. Keep track of your finances. Be smart with your money. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, we got to stick to the script. Paints, points, eliminate those turnovers as I feel well. Great job. Thank you, Russell. Let's see. What did you have for dinner? So tonight for dinner, what did we have? Oh, I made salmon bites, bro. I made barbecue salmon bites, and we had the tricolored potatoes and asparagus. It was perfect. It was perfect. Frymeister says, ooh, I like the guitar. Spurs are not the finished product yet. Agreed. Paris says, slow it down. I think you're right, Paris. I think you're right. Let's see. The S&P 500 is a safe bet. That boy Smooth with the disclaimer. Had to be, bro. Had to be. Let's see. You're kind of clowning, brother. Series is tied, which means watch team win the game so that you're not thinking OKC is superior. I put in a bunch of NVIDIA a few years ago, and it's kind of just gone up. So NVIDIA a few years ago, definitely a thing. See you, brother. You take care. Rodeo Bulls, they make money. I saw a drum, and yes, I do have a drum set. I do play the drums. I don't play them well, but I do play the drums. Tupang saying, go get some rest, brother. God bless. We'll see you, bro. Any predictions on tomorrow's match? I'm rooting for the Knicks. Guys, after that loss there, I think that the Cavaliers have nothing left. I would not be surprised to see the New York Knicks sweep this series after that loss. I mean, the Cavaliers blew a 22-point lead in the fourth quarter with less than 8 minutes left to go. I think the Knicks are in a great spot. Go Spurs from California. That Colin guy says based. Thank you, mods. Love y'all, says Mike G. 2-0 for Blue Jays. Boring dividend stocks. That's where you should invest your money. Like Coca-Cola, recession-proof. Yes, sir, say less, says David. Money is a cruel mistress. Come on, Mario, talk that financial talk, says Victoria. Oh, Victoria. Oh, Victoria. Well, I just know that things have changed. You know, officially now, with an employee and a contracted person here on Football Nation, the channel is continuing to grow. So, guys, I went from being an employee to now having a team working for me because I've been consistent. Not just on the YouTube channel, but on my financial journey as well. I've been extremely conscious of the cash flow, not just coming in, but what goes out of this channel. And I've kept everything consolidated into a clean spot, and because of it, things are to a place I never thought they would be here today. So it is really cool to see this continuing to grow, and it's awesome. Anyways, let's see. I'd hate to see the finished product make money. Money makes money. That's facts, David. Let's see. You had a healthy one. Good, says Peace. Physical cash will be obsolete within 8 to 10 years. Digital currency, says Got him, Coach. Sad. Cash is freedom. Why can't we keep the system that works cash and card? Do you play bass? Slap it to bass. I play a little bit, but it's all strings, man. The string instruments I'm fine with. This might be the next year, regardless of what happens. It might be. You win some, you lose some. Now back into San Antonio. It's all good. Spurs will clean it up. Hope so. Didi says that we got exposed tonight. I don't think so. I think we had our third string point guard playing for a good chunk of the day. And San Antonio is going to be fine. East Bay says I'm a drummer too. I'm a guitarist, man. I've been playing guitar for, wow, that's awful to say, 25 years? Gross, dude. I'm 35. I grabbed a guitar when I was 10. But saying 25 years makes me feel so old. Have you ever talked to a 21-year-old and you say 25 years? They look at you like, you're dust, bro. Tough game. Was still impressed. Agreed with that. Spurs not completely getting blown out. Be kind to some people out there, chat. Have a great Thursday. Be kind. All right, guys. On that note, Dylan, thank you for that. For Hailstorm, Chelsea is my favorite soccer team. Just kind of something that stuck, but I do love club soccer. And international, I got to root for Team USA, even though they are wearing Where's Waldo striped shirts. Anyways, who's getting the draft this year? Okay, too many questions coming in. It's a little later than expected. 10:30 was my cutoff time, and we are now sitting at 1,700 people currently watching the live stream. So I think we're going to pull the plug right here, guys. Hey, if you're still watching, I hope that you guys have smashed that like button. With 1,700 people still in this chat, I fully expect 1,700 likes on this live stream, guys. Fully expect it. Just kidding. All right. Love y'all, man. I'm done. We're going to go downstairs and enjoy the rest of this night. Got a bunch of stuff to do before tomorrow. So, without any further ado, my name is Mario. You've been watching Football Nation. Until next time, let's effing go. Peace out, guys.